Sorry, I'm putting you on my story, Danny, because you look so handsome with your haircut. Holy shit. Let's address that. Who cuts your hair? How much you pay for it? How do you feel?
I don't feel good about it.
Why? Too short? They've done that to me, too.
You know how they say that doctors usually get sued for malpractice, not when they fuck up, but when they fail to communicate wholly to their patients?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm happy with the haircut, but the guy was such a dickhead the entire time he was cutting my hair. I feel like I got butchered.
What do you mean? Why was he a dickhead? He was, well, first of all, he was a dude, but I get you. I gave you that advice, and when you have long hair as a male, I do think other males cut your hair well, but they just know how to make it, I don't know, a little bit more manly. Is that sexist? But anyway, why was he a dick, or how was he a dick?
To expand on your theory, I don't think the sex of the person is important. I think their level of sanity is important.
This guy was nuts.
The least sane, the better haircut.
Agreed. Absolutely. It's got to be someone bat fucking shit crazy, dude.
A CPA type who's good with numbers, who has a comb over, is wearing an American Eagle button up. Get away from my hair.
Yes.
Get away from my arms or legs so I'm getting tattoos.
Don't touch me, yeah.
You know who would be a great fucking hairstylist? Austin's girlfriend.
Yeah, completely out of her mind. Probably done every drug in the book. I mean, she kind of said she does every fucking drug in the book. She would be a fucking artiste with a head of hair. You should get her. You should get her with your sister. They should meet, right? The sister and girlfriend. You guys should meet.
I actually called up this hair salon and I said, hey, listen, I want to get my hair cut into a fucked up mullet. This was 3 haircuts ago. I want the craziest, most batshit rock and roll dude you got in there. The person says, oh, Steve's the one you want.
Steve.
So I go, Steve is flaming gay.
Oh, perfect.
He's got a huge necklace. He's obsessed with The Cure and a bunch of 80s rock and roll bands. He's perfect.
That's a guy.
But I walked in this time. He's been great all the other times. A little off kilter. I'm wearing a mask because, coronavirus.
Of course.
I have it tied around the back of my head. I have a nice, comfortable mask that goes over my ears and then has a fastening strap back behind my scalp.
Nice.
The dude melts down. The dude says, why are you wearing that in here? I mean, I don't mean to be rude, but people wear those in, and I just think, what the fuck? How am I supposed to cut around this?
Wow.
So I say, whoa, it unties, and then it's just around the ears like any other mask. Not a great way to start out the haircut.
He cursed.
At me!
What is wrong with this guy? This is the guy you're a returning customer.
Absolutely, 3 times.
And you're the great Danny Mullen. Does he know that you're famous?
I don't think he knows I'm the great famous Danny Mullen.
He doesn't know you're famous. Oh, that's your mistake. Anytime you do anything hair-wise, your hair's got to be like famous. Your hair has to get someone a bunch of followers from now on, dude. People have to be like, I'll cut it for free. There should be like at least 40, 50 haircutters applying to get your fucking haircut, man.
Do I really want a gay man? And here's my thing. I get nervous whenever any marginalized people follow me on a social media platform when I need to conduct a business relationship with them.
Of course.
My accountant who I just met with today, you can't be in his office for more than 3 minutes before he starts ranting about how much he loves Trump and how much he hates liberals.
Wow.
That guy, I wanted to fucking pull up my channel and show him my whole body of work right there. This guy, however, a gay hairstylist who loves The Cure, not sure he's going to love the Danny Mullen. And he did follow me on Instagram the first fucking appointment because he sent me one of my pictures. So maybe that's why he's aggressive toward me now.
Oh, fuck. So he did see that you have quite the following. He doesn't know that you're, worshipped by men, between the ages of probably 16 all the way up to 35. But
all the way up to 65. I've seen my analytics.
Yeah, absolutely. All the way up to 65. So let me so you think he did this on purpose, or do you like where it ended? I mean, do you think he fucked up your hair on purpose?
No. He didn't fuck up my hair, Leo. I know it looks unkempt right now.
No, it looks fine.
When I get the blow dryer going and I get the product in, this thing is looking spiffy.
Oh, that's
I was
good.
rocking it all weekend, feeling real sexy.
Nice.
I showed him a picture of Tom Brady, because Tom Brady had the short mullet cut, and Liam Gallagher. Excuse me, Noel Gallagher. Yeah.
Nice.
It was a combination of the two.
So
Tom Brady, Noel Gallagher
those
cut.
2 pictures, and he said, "No problem, I got you."
Oh, he had it. Yeah. He locked in, and he cut the shit out of my hair. I just don't understand, though. With a hairstylist, at least 50% of the experience is the relationship with the stylist.
Yeah. The small talk, the compliments.
if it's hell on earth to be in the chair for 30 minutes, you're going to lose a client.
Yeah. I used to go to a Supercuts when I was like selling copiers, and there was this blonde that had huge tits. I think I've told you about her, and she'd always put them in your face at every angle, the back of your head, the side of your face, both sides, and then finally she'd always finish off with the front. She put it right in the front, man. And I sent every guy that I sent to her. Got the same experience.
That's the opposite of my experience. That's a way to inspire loyalty.
Exactly.
Cursing at somebody because of a mask is not.
You said, how the fuck am I supposed to cut around this?
He didn't emphasize it as such, but he said those words.
Is it possible that he saw the Trump hat that was in your picture?
Well, if he saw the Trump hat, which got 18,000 likes on Instagram, he would have also seen the feminine makeup too.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that would have balanced it out. Yeah, I saw like one kid, I don't look at the comments, but I was looking at like my notifications, and I saw one kid who was like, I used to like you, Danny.
Oh, God.
So
you don't get it, man.
You used to appreciate comedy and doing something edgy for comedy,
we're not
and then you lost that ability?
There's no politics behind anything we do, guys.
I'm a little political.
There's a little politics.
You just went back on what you said.
But yeah. But there's not any politics, guys. Maybe you'll never know.
Okay.
You're not going to be in the voting booth with us. They're not going to be in the voting booth with us.
Well, we're voting for Trump because we're making a video tailgating voting for Trump.
Well, we can't bring the camera in, so nobody will really know.
Austin's going to vote for Biden, right?
Well,
I'll wear my spy glass. I'll wear your spy glasses.
Austin will get
that's
the footage.
funny.
I can't wait for that video. We got to get MAGA Hulk.
Oh yeah, he's down, man. He told me he's down for the 4th of July video.
We have a dude.
You call him?
I text him
All
or
right,
I
cool.
Instagrammed him.
Cool.
We have a guy. He's fucking awesome.
He's famous.
He's
Wow.
a bodybuilder.
Huge. He's 335 pounds.
Black dude.
Black dude.
Loves America. Loves Trump.
Huge Trump fan.
And he's going to be in our upcoming video, and he's going to be a fucking star in it. I can't wait.
Yeah, Trump retweeted him, and that's how he got his. He was at when I met him, he was at 1,200 followers. He was working with Ruman, your good friend, and now he's close. I think he's over 30,000. He blew up, but he's getting a lot of. Yeah, he blew up after Trump retweeted him, and then he changed his name to the real MAGA Hulk, which really helps. And now he's famous.
He's going to be in our upcoming video, and it's going to be a good one. 4th of July. It's already the halfway point of the year. I can hardly believe it.
Wow.
It seems like
halfway. Wow.
It seems like it was just a couple shoots ago that we were renting the minivan, going up to my parents' cabin in Tahoe.
Yeah. What a fucking
firing in Lenigi.
We fired in Lenigi for that one. Yeah, that video would have been awesome. The rock band coming into the beach there.
It was a rock band coming into the beach as it was.
Oh, yeah, we were big time.
We were received like the goddamn Beatles, Austin.
That was pretty cool.
Remember that video?
Yeah, that was a good one.
Holy shit. Maybe it'll be the same at Huntington. Or maybe not. Maybe
fuck?
We've managed to lose a bunch of fans since
Well, they
last year.
closed bars, so that's not going to help us a little bit. There's going to be less traffic, a little less, but it should be good.
I thought we were going to Newport. Is it Huntington?
Whatever.
Same place, same area.
They're touching.
There's a lot of
I don't know.
There's a lot of white trash in either location, and there's a lot of regular whites.
Those are my people.
Yeah,
The
Austin?
trash.
all the different whites.
I re-listened to that call with your girlfriend this morning that I had.
Oh God,
She came off even stupider than I remember.
Well, she was like really fucked up.
Oh, okay. I
Oh,
love
I
that
thought
she was like, I
sober.
don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
But then she mentioned the sleeping pill, and
Well,
I think she was drunk.
And she mentioned, I just listened to it back too, by the way. She mentioned all those drugs she does in the present tense, unarguably.
Yeah. And then she took it back.
Klonopin, I like shrooms, I do LSD, meth, heroin.
Where does she get her income
That was
from?
kind of like the point, though. Like,
What was the point?
She was being entertaining.
she was gonna come on and say a bunch of crazy shit.
I love it. She was entertaining.
She's not that smart. She's not smart enough to be an
Wow,
entertainer.
we don't know that. We don't know she's not that smart, Daniel.
She wasn't trying
let's
to be
put her on the
an
couch. I
entertainer.
say we put her on the couch. That'd be hilarious.
Have you been fucking her again, Austin?
Yeah. Not like a couple times since then, but not as much as before.
I still sometimes think about the way he described the Tinder hookup. Like, hey, you want to fuck? Remember you said it was like hillbillies. Hey, he won't fuck. I'm down. Yeah, I'm down to fuck. All right, let's fuck then.
That's how this one went too.
That is how
At
this
3
one went.
a.m. he responded, "You're attractive." She said, "You're
Yeah.
attractive too," and then he was over at her house banging her.
You're Generation Z, right?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, you know what somebody said about Generation Z on Twitter I thought was funny? They're fucking grabbing tear gas and throwing it at the National Guard, but like they have like problems like talking to girls. It's a fucking strange generation, the one under us.
They're grabbing tear gas and throwing it.
Have you seen? Yeah, there's many clips of fucking Generation Zers just grabbing tear gas and launching it back at fucking the National Guard.
See, I'm sure there are a bunch of Generation Zers in the middle of the country that are conservatives, though, and aren't attacking the National Guard and police.
They do say that Generation Z is the most conservative generation of like young people.
I saw
in the past like 60 years.
I saw a Steven Crowder video with that title. But Steven Crowder, he's got his own bias, just like all of us. So he has incentive to say that.
I mean, because social media can really, change people's minds now at this point. I mean, you go down a rabbit hole, you'll be you'll be voting for a different party before you know it. A couple YouTube videos in.
If you tell a young person that they can't say something or do something, they're going to be like, fuck you, I'm going to do it. So there are a lot of young people that are like, political correctness is bullshit. I like memes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just in freedom of speech.
You know what's strange, man? I've gotten so much more conservative over the past year. Not so much more, but I've started to identify more with being a conservative just in response to the insanity that has been all the Trump backlash.
I think that's happened for a lot of people have felt the same way that you feel. A lot of my friends have definitely, and I grew up, I'm an LA guy, born and raised, and most people I knew were definitely, on the left, and now they're slowly creeping over to the right.
A part of it is not. It's that the left is moving more and more left. So people that identified as left before are like, what's happening?
Yeah, like
to
Bill
my
Maher.
party?
Yeah, exactly. I used to think like Bill Maher. I feel like I still, in many ways, like, no, he's a lot smarter than I am.
Yeah, he's like
I love Bill Maher.
He's great.
Left.
Yeah, he's
a liberal though. He's a Democrat for sure.
Yeah,
he's just
a conservative,
a more classical liberal.
Yeah, exactly. But
I don't like not having a choice. It's like when the fucking colonists were roaming around Boston and there were a bunch of redcoats pointing bayonets at them. They expelled those motherfuckers because they didn't like being told what to do. And it's crazy now. I sign on to Instagram, and every time I do, one of my stories is pride. It's like, it's just in my face all the time. I get a YouTube newsletter. It's just like, this month in underrepresented voices. And that's the entire newsletter. And I'm just thinking, there's no shame in just your... not brainwashing, but just your point of view is being so thrown in my face around the clock all over these platforms. It just makes me want to be like, I'm going to go vote for Trump just to mildly irritate whoever's working in these tech companies.
And it won't matter anyway because, the Electoral College, it's always going to be blues over here.
I might still be registered as a Nevada voter. I lived there for a little bit.
Oh, shit.
And I might sway this thing.
Oh, fuck. Could come down to your vote, Danny. It could count swing vote, dude. That was a good movie. Nobody ever saw that movie, but I thought it was funny. Like, it was one guy who was going to decide the presidential, election. It was just his vote, and he was going to decide. And at the end of the movie, they don't show which side he votes for. But both the Democrats and the Republicans, like, they take him out, and it was an interesting movie. Kevin Costner.
I watched that Chinatown yesterday.
Ooh, that's a good one, man. That history of our, the San Fernando Valley, man.
It's got a bunch of incest in it.
Yeah, it was gnarly.
They make fun of a lot of Chinese people.
Those
are two ingredients.
A lot of people say that's Jack Nicholson's best performance, or one of his best.
I didn't give a shit about what he was doing. Just when you got incest and you're making fun of the Chinamen, I'm in. Oh, God. And there was a lot of that in that film.
God damn it.
It was sweet. The first time I watched that, I used to have really bad hives because I ate too much bread and dairy and cheese. And I tried to watch that once, and I was so itchy at the height of my hiveness in 2016. I used to have to get up at 3 a.m. and take a scalding hot shower to reduce the itching. And I was trying to watch that. It was like, orange growth, scratch, 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 water rights, and I had to fucking finally click off. But yesterday, I watched it, and it was mildly amusing. The greatest, allegedly the greatest screenplay of all time.
It's a good one, man. Yeah,
I don't like the detective genre.
You don't like the detective? I really like. I like a good detective story, man. You gotta see True Detective the first season.
I don't gotta see it.
You do gotta see it, man. Well, you know how many people are gonna comment on this because they'll comment on it. Shouldn't Danny watch True Detective season 1? He should. Matthew McConaughey and the other. I always forget his name. The other guy.
Oh yeah, the other guy. If he's a part of the project, I'll tune in.
It's damn it.
Nobody cares.
But they're great actors and they fucking kill it. It's disturbing. There's fucking pedophilia in it. There's all kinds of shit. For your demented ass.
I don't like it. It's too much. Oh, what does that mean, Mr. Johnson? Well, it means that Mr. Abrams is in cahoots with a corporation of the law firm of Stanley and Grossman. And that, just a bunch of vomited exposition in my face.
Yeah.
A guy smokes a cigarette, has a scotch, and then there's a bunch of more exposition, and at the end he kisses a broad, and then the credits roll. That's every fucking detective movie.
Well, detectives are, they're fucking plagued with pain because of everything they see, Danny. I'm telling you, if you see dead babies, it's going to change you. Your channel could change overnight.
They don't see dead
right
babies.
Now, you're walking around in a city with pink-colored glasses. You don't know what the fuck's going on.
They don't see any dead babies. You faced
a little poverty in San Fran.
The Long Goodbye, motherfucker. I just watched that detective movie, and Raymond Chandler based, and I watched Chinatown. There's no dead babies. All there is taking long lens photos of a dude getting blown by some chick. That's the fucking what being a detective is.
That honestly seems like a fucking dream job for you. You would love to go around finding guys getting blown everywhere.
Drink scotch, smoke Lucky Strikes, photograph BJs.
That sounds like your Patreon.
I'm in. Yeah. There has definitely been an image of me getting blown on my Patreon. Yeah. They made me take it down.
If you haven't signed up, you might get one of those guys, so get in there.
There's a video. That video exists of me getting blown too. You want to...
Really? We could take a look at that after this. We can honestly take a look. I could do a live reaction to it right now.
We have somebody coming in today who might be getting a live blowjob in our studio.
He's a Jew, right?
Why do you have to start off like that?
I don't know.
Why do you have to start off like that?
I'm sorry. I thought that was... I wanted to say that. He looks Jewish, and he's a good kid, and he's Jewish.
He is, in fact... Jewish.
He's Jewish.
His name is Brooks.
He's Brooks.
You might know him as the guy who coordinates the channel's pussy.
Yes.
He's coming over with his escort/porn star girlfriend.
Yes.
And he's going to get sucked off in studio.
Jesus. Did he say that? He confirmed that? Well, we'll get her to do it. Yeah.
She's not going to have a choice. I got a 38 in my bedroom. There's going to be a blowjob happening in the studio.
You can't bring a gun out and put it up to her head and make her blow him. That's against the law. I'm pretty sure that's against the law.
Who said anything about her head? I'll shoot one of her fucking titties off. Try getting a porn shoot after that happens.
You'll actually...
No bookings.
You're going to fucking pull the trigger.
Yeah.
When's the last time you pulled the trigger on that thing? Have you ever taken it to a range? Wait a second. What?
You don't even want to know about this.
Stop it. You've used that gun recently?
There's a vagrant down the street. He heckles me every time I'm walking down to get a seltzer water from the bodega.
Are you serious? He heckles you. What does he say?
He asked me for money once, and I said, "What's your name, man? Norm? Man, I don't have any cash right now." He said, "I didn't ask if you had any cash. I asked if you had any change." And I fished around my pocket. I was like, "All right, man, here you go." And I gave him a couple quarters.
You had a couple quarters in your pocket?
I came back the next... Yeah, I did.
That's surprising.
I carry change. I'm a big gumball.
That's crazy.
I came back the next day. He said, "Hey, man, you got any change?" And I said, I just gave you change, brother." He said, "Shit, man, I got to eat."
Oh, shit.
I don't know why I'm talking like this. He was white.
He was white. Okay. So, but he was urban. So he was talking like that?
The third day I came back, Leo, I said, "Listen, motherfucker."
Oh, shit. You started the conversation the third day.
I said, "Listen, motherfucker. After I get my seltzer water, they got a classic gumball machine in this place, in the bodega. You know, like the ones they used to have in Blockbuster Video?
Oh, those are great. It would spiral down?
Yeah. Now, if that machine shits out a yellow or an orange, the quarter would have been better used giving it to you. But if it gets me a red or a pink, fuck, dude.
Yeah.
That's the best moment of my week.
Honestly, yes.
So if you ask me for one more fucking quarter, you're going to taste lead. I come back the next day. He's got a bottle of Colt 45 cradled in his arms. He asked me for quarters. I just start shooting. 6 rounds.
Do you know if he's alive? Is he dead for sure?
6 rounds.
So
hollow tipped.
Fucking 50
point
Cent.
blank.
50 Cent took 9. Up close.
Did he really?
I don't know if it was point blank, but yeah, he took 9 to the fucking bod. It was all up and down his side.
That's all for PR.
Even on his cheek, dude, his cheek. That's why he talks kind of weird.
That's all for fucking PR.
You think so?
Yeah.
I think he bullshitted?
Leo, can we transition into something?
Sure.
I will get at 6, but she's a woman, so she'll probably get there later. Who knows when? It's fine, though. We can just talk smack.
I didn't know you had used that bad boy recently. Can I see the gun? Can we bring it out?
No, we probably shouldn't do that.
Why?
I don't know why.
That'd be hilarious.
Leo, I want to pull up something here. Leo, I'm going to clap so I know that this is where we're at. What's up with this thumbnail?
Well, I figured...
Let me explain it to the audience real quick. Leo has got, as the last picture on his Instagram, a thumbnail of him shirtless. In perfect lighting. You can tell it was very expensive to get the shot.
Well, I'll tell you how that happened.
And then when you click on the video, it's just you on a soccer field.
Well, yeah, that's a good video. Did you watch it? You're such an... You don't even support me by watching it. You know, a lot of people think it's funny.
I'll like it. I'm sorry.
All right, please like it. I'll tell you that happened, all right? When you put an IGTV, I didn't realize you could click and put a thumbnail in. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to put something that hasn't been up on my, Instagram for a long time. A complete shirtless picture. And I put it up, and it's done pretty decent in views. And I didn't have like a good thumbnail. The thumbnail that was coming up from the video choice was not good. So I was like, I'll just throw this one up. And it was an expensive shot. It was by one of the best headshot photographers in LA. You should shoot with him now that you have money. It's $500.
You're totally brushing off
it's
what I'm going after
$500, but he's the best. He's German. He's crazy.
No, see, he's changing
His
subject.
name is BK.
You're
BK
supposed to
Headshots.
be shamed right now. You're not supposed to suggest me a headshot photographer.
All right, listen. I've been planning my next shirtless pic, and I'm currently getting in better shape because I'm a little overweight. But I'm planning it for my birthday. I'm gonna put a shirtless pic up. I'm gonna say it's my birthday. You can't talk shit about this shirtless picture. I want to take somebody's soul because I'm David Goggins. That's why he posts a lot of shirtless pictures. He takes people's souls because you're enemies. They don't want to see you be in good shape. So anyway, I've been planning it. I'm sorry, man. I know I'm about comedy. I know that I'm reflecting your channel with what I post.
Why is everybody proud of being in good shape? Being in good shape's so fucking easy.
It's not easy. You have great fucking genetics. Your mom and dad are both thin. They're both thin.
How does taking somebody's soul, how does that happen when you see a guy holding up his fucking t-shirt?
How does it happen? Because a lot of people are lazy and they eat terrible foods full of corn syrup and fucking horrible things like all kinds of, I don't know, hormones and shit. And then they have no energy, so they're on their couch and they're eating more of that shit, drinking soda, and then they hate on you online, their mom's basement. But when they see me being shirtless, 34 years old, when I turned 34 on August 14th.
It's not even old. They're 50-year-olds who are jacked. You know how many?
Well, I plan to keep staying jacked.
You know how many of the worst people in the world are in the gym constantly and are totally shredded?
I totally agree with you.
Yet they're broke. They're driving a busted Honda from the 90s.
I know a lot of those.
They're sharing a bedroom with a bunch of guys who sell Oxycontin.
I appreciate guys that don't post at the gym, which I don't really post often at the gym. I like guys that are fucking jacked for no reason, like you, dude. You post every now and then. You could post a great ab picture. If I were you, I would definitely post more ab pictures.
I think being in shape is the fucking easiest thing on the planet. You don't do this. I'm picking up something and putting it in my mouth, and you do this. Now I'm miming bench pressing.
It's
that fucking simple.
You do. Your diet's underrated. You should talk about your diet sometime. I think it's pretty spectacular. On the road, we'll be fucking starving. Everybody wants to eat carbs. Everybody orders carbs, and Danny's like, oh yeah, I'll have the salad. Could you remove the cheese, please, and put the dressing on the side?
Listen to this.
It's Danny's fucking
Jocko Willink is also paleo like me too.
Yeah.
Here's the reason behind it. I mentioned this earlier, otherwise I would totally just skip over the subject. I mentioned the highs I got so badly that I couldn't enjoy Chinatown. I'd go to the doctor and they'd say things like, yeah, there's this shot we can give you, but there's a 10% chance it causes cancer and kills you. Jesus. Professional medicine has no answer for this, but I did some research online and it becomes very clear. Humans evolved without agriculture, which means without grain. They evolved not milking dairy cows, but throwing spears at elk. What does this mean for us? It means eat the shit that your gut evolved to break down.
Right.
Berries, fruits, vegetables, nuts, meat. I started eating that. My itching cleared up almost instantly. My skin got way better. And I was a little pissed, too, because I used to be pretty meaty. I lifted all the time. And all that muscle mass fell away. But what that taught me is that if you're trying to lose weight and you eat paleo, all your fat will fucking melt, too.
Yeah. So you never have a cheat meal? You never, like...
I have cheat meals. I had ice cream this fucking weekend.
Wow, what kind of ice cream?
My girl, it was actually pretty funny. I took one of those edibles.
Oh, shit. 10 milligrams, just one?
I took one of the 10 milligram edibles that sent me to hell in Las Vegas. I ate one with my girlfriend, and we went to sushi.
Tasted amazing, huh?
I was so fucking high, Leo. And at the end, I was telling my roommate this. I wanted to drop her off at CVS so she could run in and get me some fucking Cherry Garcia ice cream. I felt like one of those dudes in Black Hawk Down piloting a chopper into Mogadishu, and she like fast roped out. I was so scared to double park in front of the business. I was so fucking high. But that was my
10 milligrams will do it, man. But were you starving? That's usually happens to me whenever the marijuana is involved. Just fucking starving.
I mean, I ate like $50 worth of sushi, and I still wanted a full pint of Ben & Jerry's. So I suppose
sushi's great though, man. You can have it's hard to eat 1,000 calories worth of sushi, man. Unless you get the ones with like a lot of the tempura with fried shit and all of that. But It's really lean, dude. It's a good meal to stay. I mean, it has a lot of sodium, but otherwise it's good to stay lean with. But then you probably didn't clear that many calories. I've had some horrible cheat meals recently.
Yeah, have cheat meals, but I guess what I'm telling people is don't respect being in shape. It's not hard.
It's not that
working
easy.
out will make you feel better every single day. That's why I do it. I don't do it to look better.
We both did something that is...
I'm on a roll. Listen to me.
All right, you're on a roll. Go for it.
Don't respect anything too much in life. Just work out for yourself to feel good and to re-energize you for the second half of your day. Don't eat to get shredded. Eat because it's going to keep your mind working sharp. It's the same with women. Don't respect, she's too hot, I can never go talk to her. Go up and get her fucking phone number, you homo.
That's right. Don't put the pussy on the pedestal.
When it comes to setting goals, don't be like, I want to eventually make $40,000 a year and have my own apartment that I'm renting. Write down that you want a Maserati and you want to live in the Hollywood Hills. Yes. People respect shit and they think they overthink life.
I like that.
It's not that fucking hard. Get your fat ass out of the chair.
That's right.
Put some lean meat and vegetables in your face. Do some squats and then do the work you're supposed to do to get rich.
I like it, man.
It's that simple. Guy who cuts up the Leo and Danny show rants. Do that one too.
Yeah, do that one. That's a good rant.
I like that guy. We need to put his channel into our featured channel things in the sidebar.
Yeah. So... You're absolutely right. And we did have a little bit of a leg up because you did intense exercise for like 8 years of your life doing the jiu-jitsu.
Why didn't these idiots?
Well, a lot of people never get into it,
I don't know why I'm pointing at them.
Maybe they're on the debate team, Danny. Maybe they like fucking drama. Maybe they're in the choir. Maybe they don't want to do that kind of exercise. They don't like being part of a team, which... you should all do it at some point in your life, but all that adds up. So that's why it's easier for us to stay in shape at this point. But when you're starting from nothing, it's not the easiest thing in the world because you do it a little bit, your heart races, and you feel like you're gonna die.
You're giving everybody who's listening an out.
I'm not giving them an out, man. I'm saying keep fighting through that because eventually you get to the fucking promised land where you can not work out that much and your body will look good and you can just eat well and. You can mold your body with just diet and
don't listen to him.
Exercise.
Listen to what I said. They're already inspired. Now you're bringing them back down. They're inspired.
I don't want to bring them back down, dude. They should be inspired by either one.
You know what I think should happen right now?
What's up?
You want to know who tipped me off about that shirtless photo?
It's probably a million of your fans. They love doing that, and they're all nice guys. But they like to fuck with us sometimes.
It was editor and filmer Ian.
Oh yeah, well he's a big fan of me. I think. Not.
You also, I just did an editing session.
Yeah.
On the next East Coast video that I'm going to post on Thursday.
Nice.
And I saw that you said something nasty about him in the edit.
I probably did.
And I'm sure he saw it too.
Well, he said a lot of nasty things about me. So you know what? You can't. There's no negativity. If we're going to have a beef, it's going to be right in public.
Let's call him.
Let's call Ian right now.
What
did I say about Ian?
I'll reveal it once we have him on the horn here.
All right, perfect. Did you let him know we were going to call him?
What's the best way to do this? Should he call you, Austin? Or should I give you his phone number?
I have to call him. So
I'll give you his phone number. So we'll cut this out. Let's just be quiet.
Oh, I called him an incel, didn't I?
No, I don't think you did that.
Yeah.
Talking. That's good.
It's just his feed.
Hello?
Ian, this is Daniel from the Leo and Danny show.
Jesus.
You may be familiar with me.
What an honor. Am I live on the show right now?
Absolutely, sir.
Well, not exactly live, but...
And I always call you out for saying live. Damn!
Yeah.
I'm always the one who calls people out for saying that. Ian, I'm going to fill the audience in a little bit on who you are. Ian's been doing subtitling work for the channel since last May, the Bakersfield video. Actually, the aggressively hitting on guys video. But since then, he's taking on a heavier load, which has included filming, going out on shoots with us, and then also doing a lot of the technical editing stuff in videos like the Havasu, the Fear and Loathing, a lot of the effects, a lot of the organizing of the scripted segments. That's Ian's work. So there's the introduction. Ian, the reason I called you today is because I thought the best way for you to express your discontent, judgment towards Leo's new Instagram picture was to tell him to his fucking face.
Let's hear it, Ian.
It mostly comes from a place of concern.
Oh.
I see it, and I think that there might be something going on in Leo's life that's dipping his self-esteem.
Oh.
Because, he's tended to keep away from these thirst trap photos. So I just want to know if if something's going on with the girl or something in her life. Did you not get another Budweiser commercial or something?
Well, there's not many auditions out there right now because of the old coronavirus. But no, everything's fine. I got my really hot ass girlfriend. I still have most of the things that make me feel great about myself, like mirrors and things like that. Ian.
All right then. So we can forget about the concern then.
Yeah.
In
The
that
concern,
case,
there shouldn't be much concern. Yeah. Well, you know what? There's I still got 60% females following me. You know what I mean? So every now and then I got to give them something to like, if you know what I mean. Because they've been seeing a lot of, they've been seeing a lot of dudes, a lot of funny stuff, and they might peruse it. The impressions are good, but they're not liking it. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to give them.
The ladies don't like the chimichanga bit?
Yeah, I think they did like the chimichanga. That was actually one of the most popular with the females, actually.
Wait. Can I just interject for a second? But Leo, how do you answer the claim that the girls see this picture of you shirtless and oiled up, but then they see you being an asshole on a soccer field?
Well,
how does that make them happy?
I still think it's something funny that they could see. And I wasn't exactly an asshole. I was kind of like a little chauvinistic and a little bit ridiculous, but I think it's something that a female could laugh at. So I think it was something that it was for the most part something that would attract people to that video.
Ian. Oh yeah, you continue.
Go ahead, Dave.
No, you go for it.
I just wanted to ask if that means that you don't feel that the video can stand on its own.
Oh.
Well, it was actually more of a technical thing. I did think the video could stand on its own, but if you look at an IGTV video, you got to choose a little thumbnail from what was available in the video, and there wasn't even really a thumbnail that had my full body in it, my full Greek physique with the fucking, with the tricep popping the entire time and my fucking trap looking like I just lifted about 400 pounds. So I was thinking, it'd be better if they could see that the guy, doing this CrossFit bit is actually looking like he might throw around a little weight. You know what I mean? Some of the guys in shape would understand,
So there is a connection, however flimsy. I sort of see it.
Mm-hmm.
So really the problem then is with your buddy who filmed it. Your friend what's his name?
You coming after Philippe now? He's an immigrant. Leave him alone. They're protected right now. You can't come after the immigrants, man. He's from Brazil.
One job I'm not worried about an immigrant taking. After seeing that work,
I feel come on. The hidden cam. He had hidden cam skills. It's he's my filmer. He did one shoot for Danny.
Yeah, anybody can have a hidden cam at 100 yards away.
It wasn't that far. It was more like 20 yards. But yeah, I would say he's starting out. He's doing a good job. I think he's got a lot of talent actually.
Ian's coming in steamed up. And Ian, I actually wanted you to call in today because I've sensed a little bit of tension between yourself and Leandro Ottavio.
Oh, yeah.
I think this stems back from the Fear and Loathing shoot.
Yeah, where he just blatantly attacked me for no reason.
I sense that
no reason. That would be your view of the situation. No,
I don't know what I said.
Wait, Ian, what attack are you referring to?
I'd rather let Leo just take the lead here and let him get everything out there. I don't want to be the guy that's cutting him off and not letting him get his word out.
I appreciate that. Here's what I think it was.
Feel free.
Okay, because I'm not sure. Ian, you sound like you have a particular incident in mind.
I guess something must have triggered his blatant...
No, but let me say this, because first of all, this channel... you could even say is founded upon shit talking.
Oh yeah, it is. It sure is.
Mm-hmm. Shit talking to random people we meet in the street. Shit talking from one member of the channel to the other. And sometimes the shit talking does overflow the bucket of fun and it starts to dribble out on the carpet of feelings.
Oh yeah.
And I don't like that because I have, however small, a little company to maintain here. Yeah. We're a band of brothers.
We're both employees of the Danny Mullen crew, I suppose.
But I think the insult or the little jab that got Leo going was when Ian, that you said on the podcast, Leo's biggest move is to act shocked and then repeat everything I say.
Right.
Leo, was that the one that got you steamed up?
Yeah, that's the one that got me steamed up. Okay. Absolutely. Yeah.
Now,
Yes, Ian?
I would like to go on record to say that every video that all the footage that I've seen past the Vegas shoot, Leo's improv has been really taking off. I think that he took it to heart.
I've heard him say that. I've heard Ian say that.
Visible.
I have heard.
What you said really improved my improv. I'm pretty sure if you watch the catalog of videos there are better. I've done better stuff, probably in Texas, probably in the goddamn UCLA video. My improv is right where it should be. All right, it wasn't what you said that got me going. And first of all, I like repeating what Danny says sometimes because that is a bit in itself. It's a bit in itself. All right,
but he does have a point.
It's a second laugh.
Because he's right that sometimes you do. It's just a habit of yours while you're broadcasting of echoing back what I say. And sometimes it does actually cut off what I'm saying. And it can detract from the power of what I'm saying and ruin a punchline.
All right.
That's what he's getting at.
Okay.
Which we all have our bad habits. I'm full of them.
Yeah, sure. But, I'm going to need some examples because you can't just say something without providing some facts behind it. I mean, I'm not going to be one that's just going to fucking wait and see. So why don't you put together a collab since you're the little editor behind the scenes we don't know about? You do that well. Why don't you put a little collab together?
You mean a collage,
Ian?
Right?
Well, I mean, yeah, sorry, a collage. Why don't you put a little collage?
Or a montage might even be the better
montage, even better. Yeah, why don't you put a little montage?
Would probably be the best.
Put a compilation. There we go. Put a compilation of these videos together. All right.
Let's not focus on the technical things here. So Ian said that, and he was joking, but a good dig is based on truth.
It wasn't on camera, and it wasn't. It was literally an actual dig, and he waited until I was 40 milligrams and a half in, because I had just popped the fifth.
Okay. We saw how much that affected
and then he
you,
waited.
right?
Well, I'm sorry, I'm a fucking tank, and nothing can affect me. But listen, it was a little, you know what? The world is full of negativity, and you can talk shit about my vainness and pretty much anything, but when it comes to like saying something about a guy that's been doing a podcast for 1.5 years and nobody really has been able to sit next to Danny and do anything to help grow the show forward, don't tell me something unless you think you can do it better, Ian, because I'd love to put you right here and see what happens.
Well, I will be there in approximately 7 days, all right? Next week, it's the Ian and Danny show.
The Ian and Danny show.
You can take care of the editing and throwing it up on Libsyn. And,
hey, guess what? I'm not going to be taking care of the editing because I'm going to be banging my girlfriend and probably having some Chardonnay on my fucking balcony, Ian. All right, so you do the bitch work. All right, while I have my Chardonnay. All right, because I'm the
have that Chardonnay
I'm the fucking talent, Ian. I'm the fucking talent. Listen, I'm the fucking talent, Ian. All right. You're behind the scenes. You're fucking pushing paper, buddy. You're pushing fucking paper.
Leo,
I'm the star, buddy. So
I'm not going to argue your
go ahead. You go ahead and you
group.
grab your fucking keyboard and you type away, buddy. All right, you subtitle the fucking shit out of those big words Danny's using and the smaller words I'm using. All right, buddy. And you get to work subtitling, all right? Don't fucking make any fucking grammatical errors, all right?
No one is.
Don't make any grammatical errors. Your buddies might call you out. No grammatical errors.
Danny has referred to you before as the muscle, and he is the talent.
Well, not only can I improv, but I provide a very physical beast type presence, so Danny can freely feel like he can say what he wants. Yeah, there's more than I do besides the improv. You're right.
You're right. I will concede there.
Yeah.
But all I'm saying is the best bits I've seen you accomplish,
in your opinion, of course,
any repetition and shock wouldn't make the top 10 of Leo's best bits.
Oh, okay, so you're just trying. It was constructive
and I get what you're
criticism.
doing with it. The function of it is to slow down the moment so that you have a moment to think about
that is
your
not the function
or your next moment, and that's fine.
That is not the function. It is often something so out.
Can I stop real quickly? So, Ian, your issue is with the Jesus Danny. You don't think the Jesus Danny is comedically groundbreaking anymore?
Listen.
the Jesus Danny feels like it has a different area because it's become a catchphrase.
Yeah, it's a catchphrase.
It's mostly the oh my God, wait. So you're telling me, Danny, what you're saying is that if his mom was here, you'd fuck her right here in the street? Is that what you're saying?
All I'm doing is that's a yes and. I'm just giving it right back to him to enjoy because I'm enjoying. I'm enjoying the moment. I want to hear the joke again.
It's halfway there.
I'm enjoying it. I'm sitting here and I'm enjoying the improv. I say it so he can say it again, and then I say it again in a different tone, because I'm a different person, and then I give it right back to him so he can add on to it.
You're missing the and of the yes and, okay? It is a yes. It is affirmative. You're not stopping him, but the and part is the escalation. It's the next bit. And you got to go there. And when you do go there, you give great bits.
Can I say something
thanks,
here?
Buddy. Did you learn this when you played, I don't even know the fucking lead character in West Side Story? Was that your only play? Did you learn this in your long career as a thespian? Is this where did you learn all this? Who made you the
scripted play? Was not where I honed my improv chops. No, I would not say.
Have you ever taken an improv class? Have you ever done a video? You have. Nice. Was it in Bakersfield? Was it in Baco CC?
It might have been in Bakersfield.
Nice. It was in Bakersfield. Nice. I know all the great thespians come from Bakersfield, and all the great comedic characters that I've ever met, they're all from Bakersfield. They do a lot of meth, though.
On that note, I want to say that I sympathize with both of you here. Because, Leo, first of all, I do agree with Ian in that repetition in any form of drama or entertainment is never good. The economy of writing is a phrase that's often used because it's so important in entertainment. In a screenplay, you want to tell the audience something, and if you tell it to them again, you're wasting valuable page space. In radio, Howard Stern says he wants his show to move like a fucking freight train. Just topic, joke, forward. So I agree that it does slow down the momentum, and it's not usually an asset to move back or re-examine something. I will say to Ian, though, that it is a tremendously hard job to be funny when the camera is rolling and you're out in public and there are people scrutinizing you and you know the video is going to be released to thousands and thousands of people.
Oh, yeah.
It's like getting in a fist fight for the first time versus hitting focus mitts inside the gym. Inside the gym, everybody's Muhammad Ali. But once that other guy across the ring laces up his gloves, the adrenaline kicks in and it makes everybody reduced to the level of their training. So I see where you're both coming from here.
Yeah. All right. I'm good with that. I'm down to squash the beef. As long as Ian, as long as Ian doesn't, just remembers that on shoots, we need to be as positive as can be. And because it's, it's not a place where even a shred of constructive criticism or whatever the hell you want to call it can come out. I think it's the wrong time and place. It's better said, maybe over a phone call or maybe when cameras aren't rolling or we're not filming anything that's good. We're under pressure to perform.
Sure. I agree.
Come on.
I promise you I would never, while we're rolling, try to give you any direction or any kind of critique. And I apologize that was in the middle of a shoot. We weren't filming at the time, like you mentioned, but it was still in the midst of the bit going on. So sure. I see how that could get in your head and be more of a distraction than a help.
Well, thank you. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate it, Ian.
Ian, we have reprimanded Nico in the past for the same thing. Nico talking shit on shoots. Yeah. It does get distracting, and it is, Ian, a really hard job to go out with a finite amount of time and realize you have to be funny and realize everybody on the fucking internet's going to be a critic. It is not easy to work under those conditions, and it does make it more difficult when somebody's being critical inside the crew. And it's a tough thing, again, to balance with because shit-talking is what we do.
Right.
I just think we all need to remember this because I'm certainly not innocent of talking shit too hard. Mm. We all need to remember that we're friends, and the more fun we have and the more we like each other, the better the content's going to be.
Yes.
We're all men here. We're fucking not little pussy bitches. We can take some shit talking, a disagreement, a fight, and we can work it out over the phone, over a podcast like we just did, and there be no residual ill will, right?
Absolutely. I think once you put everything out into the open, things are always better. So, there you go.
The reason I wanted to do this is because I saw Leo talk shit about Ian in this Maryland video as I was just watching it back for editing today.
Sure.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw that. And maybe,
Yeah, I put that. I knew you were going to see that.
And I think he knew I was going to.
Of course, I did.
I don't think he knew. I think he was
right
just.
in the camera.
I looked right into the camera and said it. Yes.
Okay. That's more interesting than what I was going to say, so let's go with that.
I may have been embellishing. I don't know that he looked in the camera, but
I don't recall that.
It was pretty much. Yeah, I did. I'd like to say that I did. That's funny.
I might want to splice that into this week's edit. Ian, do you have any parting words?
Just a parting question. Should I or should I not put together the compilation we spoke of? Because I can have it.
It's gonna make a lot of people laugh, buddy. So go ahead. Do what you want to do.
If we can get any laughs.
Do what you want to do, because I know you like
sitting
sitting at a computer and fucking typing away. I know that's your favorite fucking activity.
At the very least, it'll be a learning tool for Leo DeTavio.
Oh yeah.
I'll be right.
Yeah. Put it up. Put it up on Reddit, dude. I heard you're fucking big on there. I heard
Ian.
you're a big Redditor.
But don't prioritize this over this week's edit, okay? We have work to do.
Certainly. I'll finish the move I had, but I bet I can have this done in time for the podcast going up tomorrow.
Oh, sounds good.
I appreciate your optimism. It'll add something to it. We'll airdrop it right in at this part of the podcast here. We'll see who's right, who's wrong.
Well, then. All right. Well, Brooks is here,
I
so
appreciate you having me on the show, guys.
no problem, man.
No problem. That was good. Austin, that was some good fucking radio right there.
Yeah,
huh?
that was great.
I was loving that. Just letting you two go at it.
Yeah, we like to squash beefs. But is the mic on?
I just want to say, first of all, that was some of the hottest radio drama we've had on this show.
Hey, man.
That was great. Ian's yes and point was very poignant. Leo, your paper pusher attack was pretty sweet, too.
Thanks, man.
That was a much more heated than I expected to be. I'm glad it resolved peacefully, though.
Hey,
and
man.
now we have in the studio Pussy Coordinator Brooks.
There he is, baby.
Hello.
Pussy coordinator himself.
Is there a specific camera that's pointing?
This one right here.
Oh,
Is it filming him right now, Austin?
all right,
It's on him.
Cool.
Oh, shit.
Sweet.
You guys know Pussy Coordinator Brooks. When was your real coming out party? Was it when you masturbated on that mannequin in the mountains?
You think so?
Man, that was probably when I earned my stripes. I'd say, yeah, that was like, yeah.
But you brought Pussy to the baseball game before that.
Yeah, and I helped you out with that one, the video where you did with the girls in the bed.
Yeah, that was
The
good.
Jesse Hiss ad.
Yes, that's when you gave me the name.
Yeah, that's when you got the name.
Pussy Coordinator. I'm fucking Jesse Hiss, dude. Pussy Coordinator Brooks brought all these bitches over.
And then he definitely helped the baseball video a lot. We didn't have much planned for that. That was kind of like a quick one. And
Oh, dude,
you know,
those
he
girls
brought the
had no
over.
idea what they were signing up for. Like, so funny.
Yeah, one of the best thumbnails ever, huh?
Oh, dude, 100%.
I don't know whether to praise Austin for all these mid-podcast adjustments or reprimand him because it's quite distracting.
I'm just doing multiple jobs at the same time.
Getting as
Think of
much
it that
airtime
way.
as he can.
Yeah.
Brooks, Brooks, this is the first time you're looking at it at Archangel. No, we spend a lot of time together.
I watched
did
him
24 hours.
drink piss and roll
Yeah.
around naked in snow, man.
Yeah, you saw it all, man. You guys, that's a
all,
bond
yeah.
right there. You guys will always share.
Brooks
You know?
is one of the more interesting characters I've encountered down here in Los Angeles.
Yes, he is.
And I want to say, first of all, thank you to Brooks because you introduced me to guys like Chad Churtleys, who introduced me to dudes like Trevor Wallace. That all happened because Brooks was a genuine fan of the Danny Mullen channel and what we do. He listens to every podcast. He's a hardcore fan. We brought him on the channel, and he's never made me regret it once. The dude, well, you did get the Edward Forty Hands video taken down for licking that vomit.
That was, you know what? At least I didn't start my own fan meetup, right? That could have.
Well, at least you're not that guy.
Iggy, I'm going to slit your fucking throat.
Yeah. Yeah, but
God.
he's always been kind. He always brings a lot of energy to the, to on set.
I love having a good time with my friends. It's like like That's what I like to do.
And he's got a lot of layers to him, this Brooks Pussy Coordinator character. Because he's a painter, first of all, a very mysterious profession.
Yep.
But instead of just painting, he'll tell me about nights where he's doing drugs with Ariel Pink. He'll tell me about nights where he's on Tinder finding hot transgender girls pre and post-op and fucking them. Can you elaborate on that? You fucked both pre and post-op, correct, Brooks?
Yeah, man. I mean, we get enough of anything in me, and not even animals are off limit at that point, man. It's
Very
just
nice.
anything. Yeah.
Get enough of
for
what?
legal reasons. I'm not going to go 100% into it, but
Into the bestiality.
Yeah,
Into the bestiality.
It's not. Like,
What's your drug of choice before having sex with a transgender woman?
Good question.
Oh fuck, dude. I don't know. Just a lot of alcohol and courage, dude.
Alcohol and courage.
That's a lie. That's to protect his ass legally. Brooks, settle an argument for me and my girlfriend. We were talking about this yesterday. Does the post-op transgender fuckhole feel better, equal to, or worse than a vagina?
Honestly, it's just put enough lube in there. It's like the same fucking thing.
So it needs a lot of lube, for sure.
Oh, 100%.
But you've never had sex with it without a condom, right?
Never, not with a transgender.
So it's tough for you to know exactly, because there are a lot of nuances to the female pussy that you
true.
must have a condom off to really feel.
Right. And you gotta stay safe. You know?
Yeah, what is your condom of choice? Is it the thin, the ultra thin?
I
Lambskin, he's a
usually
bestiality.
I like Magnum just because it's like not you know. It's not because I'm like, I got a big dick, but it's just a good condom. It's like
That's what Austin says about it.
Yeah.
He says it's
Magnums
because
are
he
the
has a
best.
big dick, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
And it's because big dick, yes.
Yeah.
And big dick, yeah, you know. But
Tell me about fucking one of the pre-op transgenders. So they still have a penis, and you've bent one over, had sex with its anus.
Do you see the balls?
yeah, and you know what? Now's not really a time that I want to be thinking about it, but
yeah.
you know, I'm glad to be.
Are you nauseous? Why not?
No, it's really one of those things, you know, when you're horny enough and you're in the moment, it feels right. But when you're not as horny, I need to snort this rhino pill whenever my
Snort the fucking rhino pill right now. But
no, I'm gonna do it off my whore wife.
all right. I love
Brooks
that idea.
does have his porn star girlfriend allegedly coming to the studio.
Be great.
She's on hooker time though, and God knows when she'll actually arrive.
So Brooks, would you say you're a true bisexual?
Dude, I don't even fucking. Sexuality is all so gay.
It's fluid.
I don't give a shit.
Very gay sometimes.
Yeah, very gay, dude. I don't give
gay.
a shit, dude. I'll literally it's whatever I'm in the mood for. It really depends.
Yeah.
You know, I've done a lot of things. I've done many things. Some things I'm proud of. Some things I'm not proud of at all. But you know.
And Brooks, when did you have your first experience on the wild side of sexuality?
I was just gonna. That's exactly what I want to know.
When I was in kindergarten, there was this girl, and she wanted me to finger her, and I think that's what fucked me up really badly. Yeah.
How
I don't know.
was she the same
in
age?
hindsight, she was probably abused. Like, why else would she be like? She was like, "Hi, do you want to come into this little?" Because back in I don't even know if they do these on playgrounds anymore because I think it's like a hazard, but. They have these tunnels that you can go in that you used to be able to go into. They were made of concrete and shit.
Those are for fingering. You didn't know?
Yeah, I know now. I mean, I was you learn things at an early age sometimes, and she gave me the little tickle. I gave her a little fingy. It was.
This was a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. No. This was in kindergarten.
Is it imprinted in your brain?
It's probably what. Yeah. You know what? No, it was that, and there was another moment even before that actually that I think might have fucked me up. When I think about the one deciding moment in my life that I'm like, oh shit, this is why I'm so fucked up. It's because in preschool, my mom, I come from we're well-off Jewish family and a nice, doctor parents and everything. And
Danny said you were Jewish earlier.
Yeah. So I, grew up in that, but my mom wanted to teach me about equality. So I had never really even seen a black person before, really, for the most part at all, until I was, I guess, how old are you when you go to preschool? 5,
That's a
4 or
large
5?
concept to try to unload on a preschooler. Like equality, there's a lot in there.
Well, basically, what she decided to do was send me to an all-black school for preschool, and to I don't know, really that she said she wanted me to understand equality. That's neither here nor there. But I think the moment that fucked me up, which I'm trying to get to, is that there was nap time, and at nap time, for some reason, I don't know if this is at every preschool because this certainly happened to the preschool I went to, but the kids would just at nap time would just pull out their dicks, and everyone would like show each other their dicks, and I never wanted to do it because I was always like,
were the African American penises sizable even in preschool?
You know what? Actually, I don't really remember. I wasn't even thinking about it in that way. It was more of just like, I'm like, I don't want to do this. Like, why are you guys like trying to force me to take my dick out? Or back then it was pee or whatever. But
And Brooks is well endowed.
So this is 5-year-olds, just everybody, a bunch of 5-year-olds.
Like every nap time, it was like a thing. It was like a fun game. People were like, ha ha, all the girls are asleep. Time to pull out our dicks.
It's funny, but it sounds like these 5-year-olds could probably hang out with us and have a good time.
That sounds like a lot of them.
Pretty much all we do.
Yeah.
Well, the one time that I finally was like, okay, you know what? I even thought about it that morning. I was like, I'm going to do it today. Today's the day I'm pulling out my dick. I'm going to show all these guys what I'm working with. And pull out the dick. What do I know? The fucking teacher comes in.
Oh.
Apparently, she's like never seen any other, like of all the times that all these kids are pulling out their dicks, she's never seen anyone do that until me. It was one of the most embarrassing moments. I still see that. Like, it was so long ago. It was so long ago.
Were you expelled?
No,
can't get expelled from preschool.
No.
That'd be hilarious, though.
No, but it was a weird situation. The preschool was in this like cul-de-sac held out of the lady's house. It was a weird thing, and her husband was like the principal.
Oh God,
Mr. Norman, I think is. How do I remember that?
They were swingers. She probably likes seeing your penis. Brooks, can I fast forward a little bit though, back to you having sex with the pre-op transgender?
Oh yeah.
Does the pre-op transgender, does she achieve an erection? Are you giving her a reach around? How does that work?
Yeah, I never do it with someone that's not on like the estrogen pills or whatever,
because that would be gay.
Yeah,
gotcha.
Come on,
yeah.
let's be realistic here, guys.
Yeah.
But the dick doesn't really work so well. But
Gotcha.
How far into an estrogen cycle would I need to be for you to fuck me?
Man, it's gonna be, you got to be on the pills for at least like a couple months, man.
Wow. So by September, you and I can be making love.
Yeah, I guess so.
So by the time he has like an A cup, like an A cup.
I don't know how Mia would feel about that, but you get away with a lot, so you might.
I do. Have you ever received oral from a man? Not transgendered, not pre, not post?
Yeah, I have. No, I'm not a big fan of it. Not really, but son, you close your eyes. As long as it's not some sort of beard situation going on, close your eyes, have a drink, and fuck it, baby. It's better than not getting your dick sucked, right?
Is it
better than not getting your? It's better than not getting your dick sucked.
At that point, I'd rather go home, pull up an Ava Adams video, and jerk off to some titties.
You've got no creativity, man. You can close your eyes, and that mouth is Ava Adams. Come on, use your creativity.
See, he's an artist, Danny.
Did something change in you the first time you had oral sex with a man? Because I feel like my entire life, I'm somewhat proud of my squeaky clean record when it comes to, yeah, there was the double penetration. Yes, my penis is rubbed along the top side of Adam Foo's penis. But I've never, for the purpose of being turned on, had sex with a man. Or kissed a man.
Yeah. Nah, it's, it all comes down to the Lou Reed's philosophy at the end of the day, It's
Which
like
was?
nothing really, literally fucking like, if you like it, you like it. It's like life's fucking short and shit's gonna happen. You're gonna go with it and, take a walk on the wild side, right?
He said that in the 70s when he was on a lot of coke.
What was your?
I mean, I'm not on a lot of coke, but there's
There's a little bit of coke in the
little-
cyst.
little
bit of coke in the
things,
cyst.
yeah,
What was your first experience with a man? And how old were you and what'd you do?
God, I don't even know. First, like, you think this would be something that I would remember better, but no. Pretty much every time I do anything with like a dude, it's never really goes to like too far, and it's always very, very alcohol induced or other things, But yeah, I'm not like really particularly attracted to guys like that, but you never really know what's gonna get me off, honestly. At the end of the day, it doesn't. Some things I'm just like, why do I feel this way now? I have no choice but to fucking act on it. But
Austin, are you having the same urges over there, and you've been afraid to express them?
No, but what I will say is it sounds to me, Brooks, that when it comes to sexual experiences with penile people. That you're more about the sensation rather than the experience, you know? The feeling rather than, like, I want to...
Fuck a dude.
Yeah.
No, you're reading me all wrong, man. I just don't give a
Really?
shit.
No more talking for the rest of the show.
Hey, Brooks was Brooks was the one that said that he closes his eyes and imagined it was a girl. So...
Yeah, it's funny that way.
Have you...
It makes me feel better at the end of the day.
Have you and Inland Iggy, you know, on one of those nights you guys have gotten drunk together, party a little bit, I've heard?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not into, like I said, I'm not really like, I don't go for dudes. It's not my thing. I'm not against it. You know, it's like I said, I'm open-minded. I don't give a fuck one way or the other. Like, I literally don't give a shit. Like, you know, at the same time, though, I would definitely plow any amount. I need to go run train with Iggy. It's gonna happen at some point.
On
a pregnant woman. Yeah, on a pregnant woman.
That would be.
You could be in the Inland Iggy porn.
Good news for the audience. We are planning on doing some sort of Inland Iggy pornography shoot.
Yeah.
Where the entire YouTube video is going to be us taking him to Vegas, planning the shoot. And
dude,
then
we gotta hit up my boy, dude. He's so down.
We're gonna basically put in everything leading up to and after the porn shoot, but put the actual porn with Inland Iggy and Brooks on Pornhub.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a huge project. I'm sure it's something you guys will look forward to after I come back from a little summer hiatus. The next topic, though, Brooks, you're now dating a porn star.
Dating's a very, you know, we're having sex more than anyone else.
How often are you having sex with her?
Past couple of months, I guess I've been seeing her a couple times a week, so that's pretty big for me.
That's a relationship, basically.
Wow.
And the audience might have seen her in that Edward Forty-Hands during coronavirus video.
She was in the,
She says, straight up, I'm an escort / porn star. And I crack up laughing because at that point I was absolutely shit-faced.
She's a dirty little slut. I love it.
Have you guys done everything that you could possibly imagine in the bedroom? Is there something you guys haven't done?
Oh yeah, tons of stuff that we haven't done. Honestly, like, she's you know, after a long hard day of taking dick, and she wants to be romanced. So,
nice.
No, I don't know. I mean, there's always ways to explore and go further.
Has she left your bed and gone to do a job? Has that been a thing? Does she talk about that?
I go to her house. She doesn't come to my house. No one's allowed at my house. I don't let people see my paintings. It's like it's a weird autistic thing. Like, literally, Chad's not even been to my house. No one comes to my house.
I have something like that too. I hate it when people look over my shoulder. I hate it when people scroll through my phone. I don't even like it when they use my browser because my searches come up. The last thing I want for people, it really makes me feel vulnerable to even send Ian over the raw footage of us shooting because there are so many half-baked or flat-out failure jokes. And that's how Brooks feels about his painting.
So yeah, if you know anything about me at all, I mean, it's that I don't give a fuck about anything except painting. It's the only thing that I've got some sort of weird twisted, like, I've been doing it since I was literally a child. Like, it's a fucked up weird thing. But yeah, it's kind of the only thing that I feel like is that I take seriously. And it always pisses me off so much when people will see my work before it's done and they'll be like, oh, you know what, it's finished. Or they'll be like, you know what, I think you need to do this. And I'm like, oh, do you think that? Well, why don't you think what I need to do when the painting's done? And in fact, don't think at all because, you know, it doesn't fucking matter what you think.
Wow.
And Brooks,
your apartment's got to be kind of a shithole, though, on the inside.
No,
and you're using the painting thing as an excuse.
No, it's not. There's
got to be a big shit ring around your toilet, dust bunnies all down the hallway.
No, I've got footage of because I hang all my paintings up in my main space.
The completed ones.
Yeah.
You keep your apartment clean?
Yeah, I do.
I can see that.
My room sometimes is very clean. Other times I'm like, I've had some like just several
tranny shit all over the sheets.
No. I guess no one comes over there. I've never even had. No, that's a lie. I did.
Not even a transgender.
I had a girl. I had this one really sexy Asian chick come over one time, and the only reason I did that is because she was so drunk and she drove, and I was like, you are not gonna drive right now, like that. That's the only. And she basically, you know, hard fucking handed me into it, so I was like, had no choice but to bring her back and have sex with her. But she barely remembered the paintings since she was so drunk, so it was cool.
Yeah. The only time I brought a girl to my house to have sex with was an Asian chick as well. And I didn't know ahead of time, but she couldn't fucking speak English. She had like 3 words.
She couldn't take the heft of his cock.
Oh, yeah.
And skedaddle.
She was fucking hot though.
I have a question about the artistic process, and I don't want to get too far into it, but if you could explain quickly, like my father, he majored in art in New York, and he's a painter, and I grew up kind of talking about, like, he would always tell me about like some of his like artistic heroes, like Paul Gauguin, and he loved Van Gogh and stuff, but like Paul Gauguin, he like lived on an island and fucked young girls and just painted them in nude, and it's got to be one of the best lives you could ever living the life.
Living the life. He also little known fact to the majority of the world, he was very syphilitic. It was one of his very syphilitic.
So fucked up.
Another thing, I'm a bit of like
syphilis.
And you spread to all those young,
very syphilitic
young girls.
The young gave it to him.
The young gave it to him.
Syphilitic almost sounds positive.
He got it
from the young.
Yeah, I'm sure. Well, I mean, he got it from someone on the island.
Right, on that island.
Leo, your dad was an artist?
He was an artist. Yeah. He's still an artist.
I guess artistic talent skips a generation.
His father
I don't think he ever wanted me
when he crafted Leo.
There we go, baby.
Fucking sculpted by the gods.
Thank you, Brooks.
I'll concede that point. He's a good-looking man.
Thank you. But so, what is what inspires your paintings, and what do you think made you want to be an artist and put all your your pain into like your work and stuff?
I'm inspired by people, and so because I have a weird whole past. I used to own an art gallery for 5 years. I sold so many drugs. I used to live out, and I'm serious.
Thought he was gonna say paintings there.
I thought he was gonna say paintings.
No. I mean, at this point, fucking, it's so long ago in the past that I don't even fucking care. It was all weed too. So I sold so much weed. I made so much money. Started this gallery.
That's cool.
It was but then I got into this the whole art world, and it completely took the romance out of everything for me. And I realized I quickly realized what I loved about art and what I hated about it. And I went to an art school, so like art as an institution and having to essentially buy your way into the industry by having a BFA and then attaining your MFA. It's this whole like scheme that it's really shitty. And so at the end of the day, I renounced all my art world everything, and I don't really even consider myself to be an like artist as a lot of people would consider an artist to be an artist. Like I'm a portrait painter. I'd like to classify myself as a portrait painter because people inspire me to paint, and that's the reason I do it. Yeah.
Let's get rid of this fluffy shit. What's the most you've ever sold one of your paintings for?
12,000 was the most I sold a painting for. But I hopefully get. I've worked on some very. I used to be the studio assistant for Amy Sherrill, who did the Michelle Obama portrait. So that was that was probably the biggest. Yeah, so I've worked on paintings that have sold for lots of money.
Holy shit.
Help me understand this though. So you sell a painting for $12,000, and then what's the next most you've sold a painting for?
8,000, I think, is the second most.
But those are outstanding things. Those are outliers, rather, in your body of work. You usually don't sell for something like that.
Yeah, most of my stuff goes for anywhere from 800 to 2,000. So it's like all depending. I'll do if it's a friend, I'll do it for cheaper.
But how often do you sell a painting like that?
Oh, always. That's the only way I survive.
But do you sell 2, 3 a month, 4 a month, 5 a month?
The way that things work for me is I'll get commissions, and people will do a down payment, and the down payment is half up, and then once the painting's done, then they'll give the final amount, and then it goes through, and then they are able to get their painting. Or I will make a painting and someone wants to buy it, and so they just kind of lease it like a car in a weird way, except they don't get it. So like every month they'll pay like $100.
But what I'm getting at right now is that life is still a little bit tricky financially.
Oh God, yes.
So you're still in want of more money. It's because I'm
retarded. I refuse to get an actual job. But
like, how much money is in your bank account right now?
Dude, oh my God, like $140.
Rough. Nice. How are you gonna make rent this month? It's almost the first.
You don't need money to get pussy, guys. You see that?
Oh yeah, no. I'm gonna make rent because I got. The thing is, that's what's in my bank account right now.
You're gonna send your girlfriend to fuck your landlord.
She does take care of me. She's a sweet, but not like that. No, I do. I have everything lined up. So like, I have basically all I have to do is finish a painting. Like essentially, right now I have close to $11,000 that I could get at any time by finishing a painting and giving it to someone.
Well,
so it's like
pop an Adderall tonight and get busy, son.
Oh, dude,
Adderall. What drug helps you paint?
Adderall definitely. The thing with Adderall though, when I paint, is that it's really easy when you take Adderall to like get into like the nitty gritty of things, and you make every moment precious, and you end up ruining the painting because like you're like, oh, this is like the most important. And it's like, why did I just spend like 10 hours in this retarded toe, you know?
Yeah.
But I'm doing the Diplo painting right now. That one's gonna be fucking that'll be.
So, Brooks, you have plenty of contacts. He's a man of great influence, whether it's musicians, YouTubers, comedians, other painters, porn stars. But you seem to be financially about where I was at last year, where there were frequent phone calls home. Hey, Mom, can you float me $500 to help me make rent this month?
Yeah, that's my thing, though, is that I don't ask anyone for money ever because that's I'm a weird thing.
I'm not saying you do, but for me to get out of that stage, it took getting the YouTube channel to the point where it was getting hundreds of thousands of views per video, millions per month. Right. And then I maintained that for 7-8 months, made sure I had my fan base locked in, and then started slowly monetizing until those days were days of the past. Right. What does your next step need to be to get out of these financial woes?
You know what's so shitty is that I have so many people. Like I'm doing this to myself. Like, it's weird. It's like I have some sort of mental block where like people will offer me, because I don't like to put my work in shows. Like, people will offer me shows. People offer me like all these opportunities. But I'm like I don't know. You can maybe call it some sort of weird like artistic bushido or honor that it's sort of completely stupid.
What would it take away from you though to have your artwork on display?
Dude, it's hard to explain.
It's one thing if I have to collaborate with some shithead teeny bopper YouTube and it ruins one of my videos, but I can't see how having one of your paintings hanging in a gallery would detract from your other output.
Do you feel like it's ready?
I could get into the art world because, like I said, I owned a gallery for 5 years, and when it comes it's a whole conversation. I mean, it's super. Basically, the way that gallerists work, it's very shifty. It's very like, you know, everyone has their buyer circle, but then a lot of times they'll try to rely on clientele you bring in and then take a commission off of people that could have just come to you anyway. So it's like, I just don't care to show my work in a gallery, like unless it is like the perfect fit. So like, I'm not going to be like, oh, someone asked me, oh, I can't believe it, I'm going to have a show at this sweet little gallery. Like, no, I'm not going to do that because I don't give a shit. If it's something that I'm like actually like, okay, you know what, this will be something that I want to do, then I'll do it. But for the most part, like, I just turned down most shit because I don't want. It's just like, you know, Macaulay Culkin. He turned down fucking everything forever. You know.
But he made $50 million in his first 2 films.
I'm the same way though, Brooks. Like, I do basically the same thing. I get my money at the end of the month and like one big fucking payment from whatever project I'm working on, and I'll turn down projects all the time. Like, I don't film for like cheaper salons, even if they'll pay me the same amount of money or even a decent amount of money.
Austin films video of bitches getting their haircut, by the way.
Yeah, no, I looked at his Instagram.
It's a curious one.
You're an interesting character. I appreciate you.
Thanks. I love you too, bro.
If Austin was getting his dick removed, would you have sex with him?
You know what? You have a very Aryan sort of. Yeah, we can find. I've got this like Nazi fantasy.
Oh my god!
We can figure something out.
Cool.
That's hilarious.
Austin's with a winner right now, so it's gonna take a lot of work on your part, Brooksy.
See, that's my problem. I don't like to work at all. You think that I don't. The most work I'll do is swipe right on Tinder, and then like if it happens, it happens.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way.
Danny,
I'm really low effort.
Danny, can we talk? I mean, I'm curious about his drug. He's a guy that has delved into some drugs that I haven't delved into, and I'm curious about some of his drug use. Can we touch upon that before his girlfriend comes here?
Tell us about the coke and the ecstasy.
And the acid.
Yeah. No, I mean, I've done. I don't really like coke because the problem with coke is that it just lasts for like, it's just like basically drinking a lot of coffee.
Have you done heroin?
No, that's the one drug I'll never
Meth?
do because I've had way too many. Yeah, I have done that, and not often, but with like, it's in a rock star situation when like, you know, it's like one of those things where you're like, you do it for the meme, just for the life experience.
What's meth? Like, what's meth like?
You don't want to make a habit of it. It's not. It's basically just like Adderall, but more. It makes you want to like fuck more, I guess.
Okay.
You know,
you hear that, kids? Don't be scared of meth.
Don't be scared of meth. No.
Yeah, meth's really not such a bad drug.
Get your schoolwork done.
You heard it
fuck afterwards.
We heard somebody said it causes an instant orgasm. Was that Brandon?
Dude, I love to party, man. It's, you know, I'm not gonna be doing. It's not something I'm gonna make a habit out of. You know, I know my limits very well. Like I definitely know my limits, and I don't fall into any like dark holes, you know, like I know a lot of people that do very easily. So I'm like, okay, no more.
What about psychedelics or acid, or is that a psychedelic?
I've done a lot of psychedelics in the past, but the last time I I'll do shrooms like from now and again because it's just it's not that big of a deal. I did some with Rat Dick Ralph one time, and that was funny because he lost his fucking mind.
Tell us about that. Tell us about
please.
the first Rat Dick Ralph shroom experience. I think a lot of the audience would be curious.
So basically, Rat Dick was I'm always down for I love excitable, fun, interesting characters, and so if someone hits me up and it's like, let's do something fun, I'm like, what am I got going on? Nothing. All right, this is better than not doing anything. So. I thought, hey, Rat Dick, this is before all the craziness happened. I was like, he seems like a cool dude. And by all accounts, I'm sure he isn't a cool dude in many ways, but he definitely showed some true colors that we were not expecting. But at the same time, he invited me to come hang out with him and his girlfriend. And Iggy was supposed to be there. He was like, Iggy's going to be there too. I probably wouldn't have come if I knew it was just going to be him.
Rat Dick Ralph was using me to lure chicks to his den. He'd be like, yeah, I'm drinking with Danny right now. And he would try to get girls over.
Holy shit.
So he pulled the same move on Brooks.
So insane. But the situation was, I had talked to him, and Iggy said that he was going to be coming, and so I was like, all right. And so I go and I'm hanging out with him. We end up, and he's just like, I've never seen a man just I don't even know how he did it. He just sucked down the shrooms.
How many times the recommended dose did he eat?
Dude,
crazy.
He ate close to a quarter. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah,
what is that? Because I don't know anything about drug
If
measurements.
you eat an eighth, that's good.
But how many times is an eighth a quarter? Like how much larger is the dose?
Double.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Well, I took 10 times the dose of weed, so I'm not impressed.
Yeah, I mean that's a shitty experience. Trust me, I've been edibles. That is the worst. You literally start tripping. It's a terrible experience. Honestly, but it's legal. Though,
he was sweating. He was sweating, and he was not having fun, man. It was.
I wasn't
gnarly.
scared enough to not take another edible this weekend, though. What happened with Rat Dick Ralph? When did it start to get weird?
So he eats basically
a quarter.
He started doing. He's eating all these mushrooms, and he's being really sketchy, being like, just don't tell my girlfriend that I just ate all these mushrooms. I'm like, what? You ate a quarter of mushrooms. Yeah. Your girlfriend, who you've been dating for years, you think she's not going to notice, man? And then of course she fucking notices, and he's pretending he's not. And she's just shaking her head why am I dealing with this? I'm just I felt bad for her.
Isn't that the first rule of doing mushrooms? Don't do them around a girlfriend you have to pretend you're sober in front of.
But then, put your phone away. There's a lot of rules.
Yeah, there's a bunch of rules. But basically, I ended up taking some mushrooms too, and I could have had a great trip. It could have been an incredible time, but instead, Rat Dick loses his fucking mind. I'm there with him and his random it's just a really dark situation where we're sitting in his girlfriend's car, and he's
seeing Grim Reapers. Did that happen?
I'm sure he was, because he didn't know who anyone was except for Pam at that point. He completely had no idea who I was. He was gone, and he was looked to Pam, and he's like, should we take these people back? Should we drop them somewhere? And I was just like, I'm gonna go now.
He sounds strangely conscientious when he's high on shrooms.
It was pretty intense, and so I left, and Iggy fucking saved my life. He picked me up, and we went and partied with some friends, and it was a great night after that. Because the trip turned out kind of shitty, but it wasn't as bad as my last acid trip. I actually got lost on the Appalachian Trail. That's why I don't do acid anymore.
Shit.
It's one of the darkest.
You could have died.
I know. I thought I was gonna die.
In Appalachia, or as you call it, Appalachia?
I'm from North Carolina, so I was hiking. But actually, the part of the AT that I was hiking was in the tri-state area of West Virginia, and Maryland. So it was by the Potomac River, and I thought, hey,
the Potomac.
Potomac.
Who's got all these alternate pronunciations? Appalachia, Potomac.
Hey man.
What happened to you on the Appalachian Potomac?
There's sounds, baby.
So basically, I thought, hey, it'd be a great idea because I've had a lot of really good acid experiences. Opens your mind. You have you can just have a really chill, fun, vibey time, or it can be absolutely terrible. And so I took two tabs, and I was like, oh, this is not that big of a deal. 2 tabs. They were super tabs or something, man. I have no idea. They were so strong. I completely forgot who I was. It was so scary because I just literally, it got to the point where I remember when it first hit me, when I was like, dude, what is happening? I was at the edge of the river. I had to sit down, and I slowly started walking into the river. I have no idea what possessed me to do that. I felt my feet sinking into the river, and I was like, I'm going to dine out. And then eventually it started to storm and rain, and I was just like, and
terrifying.
once the rain started coming down, I was just like, man, I need to. I don't know where I'm gonna walk, but I need to walk away. I just need to walk. And so like I forgot. I didn't know my name. I didn't know like what a human being was. I just knew I had to walk. And like luckily for me, I had put everything like into my backpack before I started tripping. And when I went down, or when I knew I was starting to trip like really hard, so it was just me and my underwear and like all of my items inside this backpack. And I just in my mind I was like, I knew the backpack was an important thing that I needed to keep safe, but I didn't know like what it was. And so I'm like walking down, and one of the weirdest experiences was there's tons of people hiking the Appalachian Trail, so I remember in my delusional like confused state, people walking past me, and I was like, they are what I am.
Oh,
and I
my
continued
God.
walking, and I was like, and that's when I knew it was bad. So like eventually I started to come to, and I found my way back to like the trail exit that I needed to be, but it was
Okay, so Brooks got lost in the woods. Let's get to the subject that everybody's tuned in for. Your porn star girlfriend. I don't know if she's going to show up. She's
she's texting me actually. I'm about to get dressed and brush my teeth and get my shit together. Then I'll head over.
That's going to be too late.
She said she'll be. I mean, she's just like 15 minutes away. So
She's still going to take her 30 minutes to get ready, though, isn't it?
I don't know, man. She said she'll be here at 7, but guess we'll see.
7 would be fine.
She said she's going to be here at 7?
7, we'll just have a banging 20 minutes or 15 minutes with her.
This has been a pretty good podcast so far.
I do want to take
phenomenal
take the rhino pill off. I do want to snort
That would be
rhino pill off of
hilarious,
her.
I
Close
can't.
it out with her. You can't go past what?
It's too. I don't even know how long we've been here.
Danny's on a strict schedule.
Strict schedule. Well,
It's okay.
I knew hooker time is a fucking issue, man.
Yeah, well, should I tell her just not to come then?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm sorry, guys. I got fucking work to do.
Hey, man.
Because I know it's going to be like 8 when she walks through the door. That's going to be the reality.
She's such a dirty hoe. I love her. All right. But yeah, look her up on Pornhub and give her views.
Maybe we could get her on another time.
She doesn't care.
Absolutely.
It doesn't fucking matter. All right. Let's
Yeah.
see.
Everybody's going to hate me so much for this. But I'm sorry, guys. I got to get up at 6 a.m. and fucking work, and I got to do more work tonight.
Sorry,
after
guys.
this.
You don't get to see me do a rhino pill off a porn star and get my dick sucked.
You're going to get blown by her, too.
I mean, that's gonna happen. Not in here, I guess. It was gonna happen in here. But that's. I thought your podcasts were longer, but I guess I came later. It didn't come at the beginning of. The
Yeah.
podcast.
They're like 2 hours. Yeah, starts at 5.
It's all good.
If she came right at 7, it would be okay, but she's not going to come right at 7.
I'll FaceTime her right now.
Let's
Do
FaceTime her right now. That sounds good. Let's get her here. Let's make her leave right now. She doesn't need makeup. Men like girls without makeup. That's a thing.
She can wear
It's
her
true.
veil.
She's already got her makeup on.
She can wear the Ski Mask Jones mask.
She can do whatever she wants. Tell her to get here now.
Put it up to the mic.
Hey,
Put it up to the mic.
Mike, put it right here.
Mike,
Put it like this.
Yeah. Sorry, you're on the mic right now, but yeah, basically, if you don't get here by 7 o'clock, it's like he's got to end the podcast.
All I have to do is like brush my teeth and like throw on some clothes.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
it's just come right. Can you just leave? You don't need to brush your teeth. Just spray your mouth with some fucking.
Dude, my mouth tastes like ass, but I bring my toothbrush.
She just got
I
off
guess,
work.
but, like,
You just got off work.
Please hurry.
All right. Well,
we really want to meet you.
Danny's a very sensitive lad. He's a hard worker. He needs to finish his work.
Take
So.
care of my girl. Hey, wait.
All right. Well, if you come and the podcast is over, then,
Wait.
you probably won't care at all. That's.
I really don't. But,
Okay. You are such a dirty slut. I love you. Okay.
It's 6:48 right now. There's no way I'm gonna get there at 7 on the dot. When I grab my shit and I call an Uber, it's going to be probably realistically like 7:15.
You know what? This is not happening.
She can come at 7:15. She gets here at 7:15.
7:15 sounds good. Let's do it.
Hey, Master Danny says 7:15 will be just fine.
This is gonna be one of the greatest episodes.
I'll get my other shit done in that room, and when she shows up, I'll return to the microphone.
All right, sounds good. All right, see you soon. Sooner the better.
Okay, fine.
We have a lot of shit. Do it. Well, whatever.
Hooker time. I knew it.
Hey, that was good motivation. You got her moving.
Yeah, got her moving.
Brooks,
Her views would go way up. I mean, this channel is full of guys that enjoy porn.
She doesn't get money from that shit. It's all she gets paid
for a shoot.
Yeah.
what does she get paid per shoot?
I actually have never asked her.
It's probably not that much.
You could ask her, I guess.
I'm willing to bet it's less than $1,000 a shoe.
I think it's more than $1,000.
We probably should ask her, but what her porn career did do is give her a flourishing escort career.
Yeah.
She fucks a lot of dudes for money.
Oh, the people
Not
that are
on
like
camera.
her fans, yeah, that like are obsessed with her. She's a very big like foot fetish person. I guess like she's like people. You type in Taylor Reed on like Pornhub or wherever, and like the next thing that comes up is Taylor Reed feet. That's like
She has nice feet.
I guess. I mean, yeah, she's got nice feet. It's just, but I don't really care about feet. That's
So, what Riley Reid is to gangbanging black guys, your chick is to giving foot jobs.
I'm sure she has given foot jobs. I don't think I've seen one before. I have watched I haven't watched her entire,
Catalog.
but yeah, she's got a lot of shit out there.
Let me get this straight. There are fans that just message her on Instagram, tweet at her on Twitter.
Oh, I sent you that message of one of the things that her like she'll get the most insane fan issue yet.
What does she charge for a date where we all know how that date ends up? What does that cost a man?
Oh, it all depends. She's done shit with everyone from like, I mean, I don't know. Like, I just found out the other day, apparently I'm Eskimo bros with some insane people. Like, she got...
Who?
I don't think... She's not allowed to talk about some, but one...
She's not, but you are.
Trey Parker.
Oh, wow.
Fucking South
You're
Park.
Eskimo Brothers with the co-creator of South Park.
Isn't that crazy?
He has had sex with your girlfriend.
Yeah.
When?
I don't fucking know.
She's not that old, so it must have been recent, right?
I think it was probably a couple years ago, maybe. I don't know.
When did she start her porn career?
I don't even know, man. I don't even...
How old is your girlfriend? Give me some answers here. I need numbers.
She's not really my girlfriend, man, but she's 30. She's your age.
30, wow.
Been around the block. I thought she was 22 or something like that in her porn career.
No. Most of my friends are, but sometimes you need the more mature women. You need the.
She fucked Trey Parker. I don't know if there's some sort of hellish lawsuit that's going to come down on us.
No. Actually, I don't think he signed an NDA.
Great, and it'll be good for publicity.
Or she signed an NDA.
Who else are you Eskimo Brothers with?
That's a good question. We'll have to ask her when she gets here.
Does Trey Parker have any strange fetishes?
I don't know. I think that I don't even remember. I don't remember. She was telling me and Chad this the other night. We were so drunk. I forgot. You should ask her when she comes because I don't really remember much about. Because Chad got really mad at her. It was so funny.
Why did Churtleys get mad at her?
Because she was like basically, I think that she was basically just hating on men. It's not fair. Like it's about time that men rise up and take their place of power.
Let's go.
I want you to know that Churtleys is very protective of you. I've heard him talking shit about women who are talking shit about you.
Oh yeah.
So I don't think he likes it when your girlfriend says anything nasty about you.
Oh no, and he was definitely not. But yeah, and so I just remember she was like saying something. It was some sort of like, I don't even actually remember. I just remember him getting mad. A lot of alcohol. I remember Trey Parker. And then being very surprised because I didn't realize at first because I'm always used to hearing Matt Stone's name first, and so she was like, she was like talked about Trey Parker, and I was like, who is that?
Trey's the talented one. Good for her.
And I was like, who is that? And then Chad was like, you don't fucking know who Trey Parker? And I was like, oh shit, yeah. I was like,
when your girlfriend comes home with a mouthful of Trey Parker's cum,
God.
do you make her brush her teeth? Do you make her use mouthwash? Or are you content just to kiss her as is?
No. She does that. I make sure that she does that sort of shit after me.
They got to use a lot of condoms.
Oh,
right?
of course. Yeah.
I don't think there's any.
She doesn't. I don't think she doesn't take loads in the mouth. Or anything. She wears condoms and shit. Escort shit.
That's what
Remember your girl, dude?
And those rules don't apply to the great Trey Parker, right? The guy created the Book of Mormon, for fuck's sake.
Oh, wow.
Hell, I don't fucking know. You'll have to ask her about it when she gets here.
Yeah, we got to ask her about the condom
She's going to
use.
be so mad that I said anything if Trey Parker sees this.
Hopefully they did. A lot of Danny Mullen fans.
I love your work.
Oh,
I love
God.
your work.
Hey,
It's gonna be-
is Ariel Pink still down for the collab, by the way?
Oh, yeah, I'm sure 100%.
Okay. Did he see the Fear and Loathing video?
We were talking about
classic.
it, but I don't think he actually watched it.
I want him to see it.
I'm sure he'll love it. Yeah,
I only want
It was
Ariel
just
to-
his. He has a sexy fucking new girlfriend. We just had actually a crazy night the other night with like one of Eliza. All right, well, I shouldn't be saying this.
Eliza?
Oh, let's say it.
Liza from fucking David Dobrik squad?
No.
I thought she was involved. I thought it was you, her, and
she
Ariel
was one
Pink.
of the. No, it was Ariel.
What happened with the orgy with Ariel?
It wasn't really an orgy. It was like it was basically just it There's this one girl. She was in one of your videos before. It was kind of just like we got really fucked up, and she was Ariel's really sexy girlfriend. Started making out with my friend, and then I guess I started like eating her out from behind.
Eating
then,
out
like,
your girlfriend?
Yeah. And then everything just kind of became like things just got.
It was just a haze of drugs and sex.
Yeah.
That's how it goes at Ariel's house.
I don't know, man. Sometimes
He's a rock star, man.
I want Ariel to like me, and I only want him to watch my best videos because you said, Brooks, that he actually called me a genius.
Oh yeah, he did. That was very surprised. That was surprising to me, actually. Yeah, that was surprising. He doesn't say that about many people at all, actually, other than he said that. I've heard him say that about Chad. I've heard him say that about himself and you now. So
And Ariel Pink is a certified genius of.
he literally is.
Of art.
He's 100% one of the smartest people I know. He's an incredible guy. Like, I have nothing but the best things to say about him. I think that.
And he's a titan of the music industry. Not maybe
100%.
in terms of mainstream popularity, but in terms of critical acclaim.
So respected. Because I mean, the shit that he does is like he makes me like, and almost every. Actually, we were talking about this the other night, where it's like almost every musician in the world, you can be like, fucking Bruno Mars type beat, Kanye West type beat, any kind of musician, even Mac DeMarco type beat, but you can't find Ariel Pink type beat because you can't really put a fucking, you can't put a thumbprint on it. It's just like he has such a distinct sound.
I like that song about the pig parade. Wear your plastic raincoats in the pig parade.
Yeah, no, I actually didn't even really start listening to him until we became friends, and now I love his shit so much. And I was like, yeah, he's so talented.
Yeah, that's something to be said. That's what I see myself going for, is to maybe not be the most popular YouTube channel out there on the internet, because at some point, that's not something you can control. Mm-mm. I would need a time machine to be 19. I would need to spend a bunch of money on plastic surgery and have a way gayer haircut.
On security,
surgery.
Shit.
Probably.
You've got a crazy fan base, man. I didn't think my first fan page was going to be called Brooks Rape Me. That just came out. Have you seen this?
The Brooks Rape Me Instagram page?
Yeah.
Everybody go give it a follow. It's actually true in my case. The handle is a true statement.
Yeah, I'm gonna. He's been for the past. Like clockwork. It is impressive for the past like 30 days. Every single day, like he's been saying day 30 something like Brooks, please rape me. It's like what's the name? It's Brooks_rape_me.
The fan base has been pretty fucking cool lately.
Great.
Yeah.
After I blew up with the Nelk thing, my videos were being promoted to so many far corners of the internet. So many people who didn't actually like them were seeing them and commenting on them. It made me bummed out about who was watching my shit from about last May up until December. And I stopped reading comments, stopped looking at messages or going on our subreddit. But then recently, when some dude was posting my address and my family's address all over my subreddit,
Jesus
I was
Christ.
forced to go on there, and I saw what people were saying, and I realized it was a changed ecosystem.
Yeah.
There's been a turnaround, and now the fans, instead of just being haters, are actually cool people who are doing funny shit, like making a Brooks Raped Me account or an Ayla Niggy's Dick account.
The
so I want to
Niggy's
say,
Dick account is...
I've had a lot of negative stuff to say about the Danny Mullen subreddit. From what I saw when I had to go on there to try to delete anything about my phone number or where I sleep at night, you guys, it seemed like it was a cool place again. So I want to say thank you to the subreddit people.
Yeah.
That's one thing that I like. That is one thing I'll say. Like one of the reasons why, because I've been watching I think the first video I saw of yours was the you like dress up as Death, like doing the whenever that came out. Old school. I've been watching
2018.
Yeah,
baby.
I've been watching for years, and I remember because I could tell that you put so much like thought. You weren't just like because there's so many shitty fucking channels that are just like doing like there's no thought that goes into what they're doing.
What's your least favorite YouTube channel?
I mean, it's hard to say because I wouldn't watch it, I guess. But the channel that I think that the person that I hate to watch is Keemstar, but at the same time, I will watch him because I love the drama. I don't know why. It's like YouTube has become sort of like the new reality TV for me. But at the same time, I'm just like, dude, he makes a living off of like, he thinks that he's friends with YouTubers. He's not. He's literally, they're afraid of him because like he can destroy. He can destroy anyone in a moment's notice. It's sad.
Can he really though? What happens if Keemstar puts out a video saying Danny Mullen's a piece of garbage? What would actually happen?
He gets
Everyone
like
already
7
knows you're a
million
piece of
views.
garbage. You can't fucking like.
I'm not familiar with his shtick though. Does he cancel people?
Yeah,
Does
he
send
cancels people.
So he sends the PC police after them.
I think how many views per video does he get? How many views per video?
Oh, he gets like 3.5, like for more. Sometimes I mean, always a million. But he does really really well. He's pulling serious views.
Yeah.
He's got like 5. How many followers does he? I mean,
Now,
I don't even
Danny,
know
you would
it.
get flooded with shit with his fan base.
His fan base
with,
is really
like, negative
stupid.
shit. Yeah,
It's just like they're.
But when you get attacked by an enemy fan base, though, they're eventually going to give up and go away.
yeah, that's what would happen.
So
For
it would just be a
while.
bunch of downvoted videos and a fucking 50-50 thumbs up, thumbs down bar for a couple
Exactly.
months.
Well,
That's
I
what
don't
would
think you
happen.
have anything to fear from him. I never even thought that for a second. But there's a lot of YouTubers, the very sensitive ones, that will just like probably, literally kill themselves if he says something fucked up about them. Like there's just like, because he has the ability to completely tear somebody apart, and that's just, I mean, but if you're in a,
He needs something juicy though, right, Brooks? Like he needs like some fucking an underage girl.
Oh, yeah.
He needs
Exactly.
He needs
Okay,
something
I'm
fucked up. Yeah, dude.
yeah,
needs something fucked up.
He's always finding the juiciest shit.
Some domestic violence, something.
Shit.
You really just have to be relevant. Like
Really relevant, though,
horrible
right? Yeah.
shit will happen on the platform, and he won't report on it because
Right.
the person isn't like in enough.
enough, yeah.
But if it's like Jake Paul, like does something, then he's gonna report.
He's gonna
on
report on it big time.
905 shooter pulls out.
He was on that. He was on. Yeah, that was a big
Snapchat
one.
video of him masturbating to some girl.
Yeah, that was a big one on his channel for sure.
I saw
That guy was. I never liked that guy. I never
905
thought
shooter.
He was kind of a dick to our crew.
was
a lot.
nice to me.
I don't think that he was like. I mean, I don't know. I never thought that he was just like that interesting. He never really seemed to be ride or die. Like all those other dudes are ride or die for what they do. He kind of just didn't seem to give a shit.
Yeah.
I think Nelk would agree with you, but he was always nice to me. He seemed a little bit standoffish, aloof. But that's just some people's personality. It doesn't actually mean they don't like you. It just might mean they're a little less social.
And he was the camera guy.
He
so.
was Canadian. He
He
was.
was Canadian.
No,
They found
Canadians
him
are.
up there.
I mean, you just can't. Yeah, she says she's gonna be here 7:13 so the Uber ETA says.
nice.
So. But the
That works, that works. We can do
Canadians
that.
are some of the best people I've ever met. Actually,
I
was a
agree,
joke,
man.
yeah.
I've had great experiences with the Canadians.
I've always say that the two best sects of people in the entire world are Canadians and Mormons, and like I wonder, are there any Mormons in Canada? Like that's
interesting.
That would be yeah, that would be like they would be like probably gods,
Brooks?
like,
Yeah.
angels.
Angels, Angels. Yeah.
Brooks, I'm going to be vulnerable for a second. Something's come over me.
Yeah,
What do you think is the worst Danny Mullen video?
the worst Danny Mullen video. Whew.
From modern times.
For modern times. I understand the significance of it within the scope of your body of work, but I would say that the one where you had Iggy carry the cross, it didn't do it for me.
The religious themes were offensive to you.
Well, it wasn't the
It was
religious
offensive,
themes.
yeah.
I just didn't particularly find it funny compared to a lot of the other stuff that you do. But I do think that it was necessary. He did need retribution. I mean, you had to find.
I like that video.
You blamed the Jews for the killing of Jesus Christ. I think that was a problem.
Is there any other person to blame?
Yeah, they were the ones that killed him.
Well, there you go. I mean, that's a sensitive thing.
Was it the Aborigines that killed Jesus Christ? Am I missing something?
Oh, I didn't care about.
Jewish.
Oh, I don't
I'm
give a
kidding.
shit. I don't give a shit. It had nothing to do with the religious aspects of it at all. I mean, I thought obviously it's like everything that you do. I thought it was very well thought out. It was a smart video, but at the same time, I guess everyone has their own taste. It just didn't do it for
Maybe
me. It didn't
Iggy
do
not performing up to the standards that
Maybe
we
it's
wanted him
all.
to perform.
It might be my love for Iggy also that made me feel like I didn't let. Yeah, that could have something to do with that. Yeah.
I like that video. But I do notice, I know this wasn't the influencing factor for you, but anytime any of my videos feature any attack on religion, because it's usually, and I need to adjust this, but oftentimes it's Christianity just because it's such an easy target and there are so many Christians around.
Oh, yeah.
Anytime I attack that, lots of downvotes. Anytime anything overly gay happens, lots of downvotes.
Well, you do have a fan base that is. I mean, you kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
I disagree, because that's sort of a stereotype that I have an alt-right or a super conservative fan base. There are definitely conservatives, but I have not seen anything to indicate that any large portion of my audience is racist or homophobic. I don't see any comments that are collectively like that guy was a faggot or like fuck that one.
Yeah, no, I think
guy
that
of race.
very homoerotic.
I think your
channel.
audience. I mean, they have. I mean, everyone has like everyone in your position has people that are going to be problematic. But for the most part, I think that you have a good. The Danny Mullen fans are great because they believe in comedy, and that's a huge thing for me. Is that I want comedy to keep happening. I want you to be able to make a joke about something and it be a joke. Like shock value should still be something that people can laugh at, and we live in a world now where people are afraid to make jokes. It's like if it's satire, it's satire. Stop giving such a why are you making such a that's actually not allowed to be funny anymore. It's like you shut the fuck up. It's so stupid.
I've thought about that recently with the BLM movement because I have 2 videos where I drop N-bombs, and I thought, do I want those up? And then I thought a little bit more about it, and I realized, yeah, I do. Because at that point, I was influenced by a comedian who made artful use of the worst slur that exists and made it funny. And I tried to, too, and I was being supervised by 2 black men, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. So if that's dug up in the past, I'll be like, yeah, fucking suck.
Do you
my
know
dick.
about do you know about do you know about what happened with the music video that we were doing? You never heard about this? That's like with the Cash music video.
Let's fill everybody in on this. So I went over last minute totally. Chad Churtleys asked me to be part of a music video featuring a rapper. He's not really a rapper. That was a rock song.
Yeah,
but
he's got his own sound. I guess
a black musical artist named Cash. What happened with that?
So basically, we had to reshoot the whole thing because he found out that you said the N-word in one of your videos, and he didn't. He was like, "No, we're redoing the whole thing."
Wow.
Yeah, that's just like that's a decision, I guess. But at the same time,
How did he find that out?
I really have no idea.
One of your fans? Your fans
No,
they like
they wouldn't
to
have messaged
report.
Actually, you know what? Maybe I don't know because one of your fans did message me asking the name of the song, and I was like, I don't know. And then he's like, actually, I found out because I tagged him and you in a post. But I don't even. I can't imagine that's the reason why. Like I don't know how he found out per se. But I get it. Everyone needs to like save face in this day and age. So this you doing that, you're taking a very stern stance on your I respect that. So, but at the same time, it will probably cause things like that to happen. There's just no avoiding it.
The problem is, you take down the 2 videos where I drop an N-bomb, and then what's the next step? Because there are so many other things where I'm tap dancing on the line of extreme political incorrectness that I would start to go insane. I wouldn't be able to get any sleep. And then you get to the point where you're at, Brooke said earlier off camera, I guess the vlog squad, David Dobrik's crew, they're now really reassessing how they approach comedy because they used to be pretty edgy. Lots of sex jokes, maybe some light racial jokes. And now they're so big and the times are so sensitive, they're afraid. I don't even want to take one step down the trail that leads to reconsidering my brand.
Yeah, no, and I would never, and don't for a second think that's why I was suggesting that. I was just, letting you know that was something that happened, and it doesn't fucking matter to you at all because it's not like you were getting, You know who I'm sure love that is Chad's editor Ryan, because I'm sure that guy still hates me based on the Edward Fortyhand incident. So I'm sure he was very glad to get rid of me from that musical project. Oh, who knows, man? I take a firm, don't get involved in that. I'm like this, can't, because I love you and I love Ryan. I can't take a stance either way. We know the guy hates me. He wasn't thrilled with. I'm surprised he was okay with your behavior. I guess he just picked me as the target because he knows me less. But he was he had some very not unkind. I could tell he was very upset with me and some of the messages he sent me after that coronavirus Edward Fortyhands video aired. Yeah. Brooks is taking the politician's route. No shame in that.
I just wanted to come onto the channel and say like offensive stuff from the get-go so that in the future when they find some video of me saying the N-word or something on the internet, it's not going to be a fucking surprise. It's not going to be, Jake Paul got caught in this secret video saying the N-word in a freestyle rap thing with his friends. Like, that's not going to happen because I already fucking expect it's going to happen. I've already been canceled, so, like, I literally, like, at this point, it's, like, too late for me, I'm like, I'm starting from the ground up. If anyone wants to go back to me being canceled, I was in a band that we were getting pretty big. This was back in Baltimore, Maryland. We were playing with some,
You know, we recorded like a nice place. We got a contract lined up with like a whole tour planned. Everything everything was like set up for us. It was like one of the greatest feelings. I was like, oh, this is so sick. Like I love this. I wrote this music. It's going so well.
And then came Brooks' rape.
No, not me, rape. It's funny though. Here it started with my guitarist was accused of rape, and then people were. It was like people were kind of like one person came out, and people were kind of taking it with a grain of salt. Then all of a sudden, my drummer was accused of being an emotional abuser, and then
well, that's a serious accusation.
Oh yeah, exactly.
That's even more serious than the rape.
Very serious, and like, dude, emotional abuse. Anyway, the cherry on top was that ultimately, because I wrote all the songs, so this was my band basically, the band got canceled because people just had such a fucking like hate boner for us. It was insane because like we were in the small scene and we were starting to like build traction, and so like this one band that had been around for like 5+ years or something, and they were just like completely shitty, terrible band. We were opening for like a really big act instead of them. They got butthurt, and one of the members in it apparently went to like start the like promoters all over the city and told them this story, which is completely false but hilarious.
About your guitarist raping somebody?
No, about me. They said that I physically abused a woman, I was like beating a woman and paying her hush money. Like the fact that they thought that I even had the money to do that, but like that was like such a fucking, that was like people believed it. I couldn't believe it. I was like, and I was like, I can't.
Yeah,
like,
it's outlandish. Everybody knows the woman had a penis.
No, because like the thing is, if no one came out. It's like if someone comes out and they're accusing, that's one thing. No one came out. It was all hush hush. We hate Brooks. Let's cancel him.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like the bitch is here.
Do you want to go retrieve her? And Brooks, do you mind taking your shoes off when you're out in the living room? I don't know how easy the Mordor boots come off, but
easy.
All right.
They aren't the true Mordor boots that he wore on the camping trip.
Wait, what?
She's going to be a half hour late. Phone up to that microphone.
Yeah, hold on. What are you saying? I can't hear you.
6 minutes. I was asking whatever.
6 minutes. Oh.
That's works.
You said 7:15. That is going to be 7:17. I'm joking. All right, it's called. Just let me know. Just let me know when you're outside. Let me know when you're outside, and I'll come in.
Taylor, we're rolling on.
Taylor.
Hey, what's up?
Oh shit! I gotta put out my salad.
Last time I met you, I was very drunk, but I'm Leo.
Yeah, when I walked up, Danny was like, "I'm gonna bend you over that fence and fuck you right there."
And I still do, baby. I still do.
I was like, "Where's Brooks?"
You look even better now than you did when I was shit-faced. Hey, let's swing that microphone over so we can hear the both of you.
Yeah. Swing that over. And try to talk into that bad boy so we really can hear what you're saying.
I was enjoying a pre-made Trader Joe's salad, chicken, peanuts.
Wow.
But wow, we have a real live porn star here in the flesh.
That's awesome.
Here, Brooks, I'll fix that for you.
What
Some confusion though. All right, Austin's going over to fix the situation. Just stick the mic between their face. Don't worry. One of them's used to it.
Like more porn stars?
No, you
Brooks?
came on willingly. Oh, all right.
Brooks, get comfortable. Relax over there.
Our first porn star for sure.
I got this rhino pill. I want to snort it off you. That's like maybe funny.
Oh wait, yeah, I need like more amphetamines.
Oh yeah.
A rhino pill doesn't qualify.
I brought her an
It's one of those.
Adderall,
She asked what a rhino pill is, Danny.
Let's not take the Adderall on the podcast here. I'm not sure how YouTube will feel about it.
The rhino pill. It's a rhino pill.
The rhino pill's okay, but he's
but not
talking
the
about
Adderall.
Adderall.
She is prescription.
Here's how we're going to have to do this. I'm going to need you both to lean forward and share that mic.
Yeah, really share that.
Okay? You're going to be like Paul McCartney and George Harrison sharing a mic on the Ed Sullivan Show.
She's a little shorter than you.
Get in there and really
Pull it down more.
don't be afraid of that mic. Get within like an inch.
There you go.
Right there, like right in there, yeah.
I'm going to say this now. Brooks, I think you really like this girl.
Yeah, he's nervous.
You're so nervous. You've completely changed up your whole shit since you walked in.
It's cute.
Shut up, guys.
Do we need shots? Do we need like more?
I'm just.
You're not talking into the mic. You can't even fathom that.
I'm so nervous.
He's nervous. It's cute. It's really endearing.
Guys, come on.
Where did the two of you meet?
Tinder.
Nice.
Like I said, that's the only way I can meet girls.
Taylor, is there any indication of your profession on your Tinder?
I did not know anything. I didn't.
Do you spell your name with an O-R or an E-R?
O-R?
The normal way.
Yeah, I guess.
Taylor Reed. That is your porn star name?
Yeah, I didn't choose the last name. My agency did.
Nice.
I think it was because I was like the girl next door, skinny brunette, and Riley Reid was like, super popular. So like similar looks, but spelled differently. So they were like,
How do you spell Reed?
R-E-E-D.
Would y'all swap seats? We went the pretty lady's face, not.
Yeah, thank you, Austin. I love that decision. That was a great decision.
Why is Reed such a popular name? I don't get it. If you really break it down, it's like the name for a stick in a forest, or it's the name for like the thing you put in your saxophone. How come that's such a boner-inducing name for porn stars?
I never thought about it like that.
Well, you got to think. You should have told your agent to fuck off and you tell him you're going to pick your own name, but it's working out. We hear you're getting some top-shelf dick. Trey Parker ringing bell?
Yeah, shut the fuck up. Don't bring that up.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry.
yeah.
I'm sorry. For
That's
Danny
like,
is just out of his mind. He's really, really rude.
Sorry,
I'm so sorry.
I fucked up.
Yeah, we want to know a little bit
apologize.
about your
No,
profession.
I was talking about how Chad
That's
got
like-
mad. I was talking about how Chad
that's like
got mad.
client
Chad got
privilege,
mad.
like-
Yeah, I'm so sorry about that. It's the same thing that like lawyers have with their clients. You can't talk about what happens behind the closed doors, Danny.
I'm just a wacky guy.
He
I'm
is so
speculating.
wacky, yeah.
You know what? I got my favorite activity, fucking, confused with the creator of my favorite television show, South Park. It's all a figment of my imagination.
Well, Taylor Reed, why don't you tell us a little bit about maybe one of your better experiences, or maybe your first experience in porn? That would be an interesting story that a lot of our fans and Danny would probably really enjoy.
I met a porn star, so that's how I got into it.
The dude or a girl?
It was a girl. I was a stripper for years, like 8 years. Worked at different clubs all over LA, but like this porn star came. I actually don't even remember her name anymore, but like she had come in with some people throwing a bunch of money on my stage. She was like, you're really like hot, like why don't you do porn? And like in my mind, I don't know, I was like, well, I like fucking, I might as well get paid for it.
Yeah.
So like
Simple,
she
yeah.
gave me like her agent's email address, which was actually one of the better agencies because other
Nice.
ones can be like a
A little shady, I bet.
101 Modeling was the one that I was with, but I had emailed the agent Robert, and they were like, come in, we want to see you in person. And I kind of like sat on it for like 2 weeks because I was like, do I really want to fucking put myself out here like this? And then I don't know, I just impulsively did it and signed a year contract, and you know.
Now, the casting, when they brought you into that office, I want to know, did they make you take your clothes off? Was there anything like that?
It was like a
You
casting
just-
couch sort of situation.
Was
no.
there a penis involved?
It was just like take your clothes off, yes, in an
Okay.
office with like people, but then you just like turn around, and
Sure.
they just want to make sure, I think, like you don't have like marks on you or
Sure.
like things that
Scars.
Scars,
things that
really?
would make
Suicide
them-
attempts.
You less marketable to the.
It's true.
You less marketable. Okay, so
wait,
were they photographing when you were naked
Wait.
in this office?
Well,
No. It was
No?
just like a
All right, cool.
like personal.
Can I fast forward a little bit?
Sure.
Fast forward to your first day shooting porn.
Ah.
You walk into the house, there are 3 black dudes and a sweaty Italian holding a video camera. How does it go from there?
I wasn't in that video.
Oh, that
Had you slept with a black man before you did porn?
Yeah,
Okay, that's cool.
but
What does that have to do with anything, Leo?
I just was curious. Maybe I want if her first time sleeping with a black man was on camera, that would be an interesting thing to talk about, Danny.
The only video that I have though that has like a black guy, and it's actually a cuckolding video.
I've seen it.
Nice.
I've
Oh,
seen
you've
it.
seen it?
Yes.
Did you
I
enjoy
think
it?
I even watched it with my girlfriend.
Did you reach climax? Was she blown? Was your girlfriend? Would you guys have sex right after?
We weren't having sex. But my question now, I'm actually getting directed for Brooks. Is it difficult? I know you have a good-sized penis yourself, but after seeing her with a man who has something like a full-grown boa constrictor coming out of his pelvis, is that hard to deal with psychologically?
Oh no, I just gave up from the start. I'm like, look, you're not
Talking to the microphone.
Into the
Brooks.
mic.
I'm just
turn
like,
it-
look, I'm not gonna give you the pleasure you used to, but I'll be there to talk to you if you need someone to listen
Oh,
to.
that's cute. See, he's romantic. It's so sweet. You guys are honestly a really
Brooks
cute
says
couple.
He wants to see me fuck like some like other dudes. And
Oh
stuff.
yeah, I'm into that.
Would you
shit.
let me have sex with your girlfriend, Brooks?
I mean,
Taylor?
we're not dating. But
Would you let me have sex with her while you watched?
Well, it would be up to her, Danny. It's up to her.
If she would be down, then yeah, fuck yeah. I mean, I'm down to watch her have sex with anyone.
She
That's
don't want to
sick.
be tamed.
All right. So, question. From a porn star, Taylor Reid. Does size matter?
That's where I was going. Actually,
Danny
too,
always
with.
talks about penises on this channel, and
It all really
Talking to the
comes
microphone
down-
right there. I don't want to miss any.
yeah.
It all really comes down to just like relaxing, and because like,
What does that
men
mean?
can actually take like bigger dicks if they just fucking relax. I don't know.
This
I
isn't
guess.
a tutorial for women on how to take
a big dick. We want to know if it matters
How
to
to take a
you.
bigger dick.
What's your perfect penis? How about that? You tell us your perfect penis.
And this
Okay,
shit.
so I can't actually describe that, and I'm somebody who's actually kind of sensual and based like on like feelings and stuff. So when I like have sex with people, that like it's kind of like a vibe, and it doesn't always matter if they're like whatever size it is. So like I don't know. For me, I work off of like I said, just like feelings, vibes, but like
It doesn't always matter, but
Yeah,
sometimes it does matter. So sometimes you do prefer that the black man's penis, who I saw in the cuckold video, over a regular.
big dick is nice, yes.
What's nice? What constitutes nice? 10 inches and dark?
I thought I kind of just like tried to explain that.
She did. She said it's about the feelings, and she probably
But
means.
that doesn't mean I like them. It's
Yeah.
just only in the moment, and that it's like a lust.
A
And
lust
then as
thing.
soon as like like I'll like usually just get over people and like couple times that I see them, and then just like move on. But
Even if they have a big penis, it doesn't. You don't go
That
back. You
doesn't
don't. You
matter.
never fall for the penis. You
No.
fall for the heart.
no,
She doesn't
just
fall
like
for anything.
it's. I have an eclectic taste of men.
She's a heartless,
Gotcha.
dirty slut.
So that question was completely
So
not
if
answered. But
if you can't tell us what your perfect penis, like if you crafted a man out of clay, what kind of penis would you attach to it?
Like 8 inches, a little like.
You hear that, guys? don't be ashamed of what you have between your legs.
Too, though, like,
Okay,
Could be what?
but preferably
Could be
8.
what?
yeah.
All right, nice. Well,
Preferably 8 inches. We can all deal with that. So how many inches of that does Brooks fall short?
No comment.
I've actually seen Brooks' penis. He
has
does not
nice
have a small
penis.
dick.
It's
Yeah.
a nice penis.
No, I know.
Should he take it out right now?
The thing is, she's probably got a skewed idea of what 8 inches actually is. 8 inches is probably the bigger dudes you work with or have 8-inch penises.
I don't fucking know.
How many times a week do you shoot videos?
I haven't done it in like 4 or 5 years. I was
Oh.
actually already like 25 and was like getting shot for teen stuff, but I'm 31 now. So but I hit up my old agent recently, and he said if I wanted to, I could go do maybe some shoots out in Florida. So I kind of like thought about that.
Don't go to Florida.
What have you been doing the last 5 years? What's your living?
Just let
Oh,
her.
She can go to Florida.
She can go to Florida.
Many things.
many things.
Nah, like
She brings home the big bucks and buys me burgers sometimes.
By having sex
Nice.
with A-list cartoon creators.
that's a different story.
Are any of the men that pay to have sex with you? Are they ever attractive?
Sometimes I got booked by a 19-year-old recently. That's hot.
How much did he
Really?
pay?
$900 for an hour.
$900 to have sex with you.
Yeah.
Not on the books have sex with you. It's
Is it-
for a date. But we all know what's happening behind that Hilton hotel room door.
Is it hotel rooms usually, or?
No, it was at his like apartment.
Oh, nice.
And
She's brave. She's brave.
It's like okay, but no,
In
I like
calls.
ask people for personal information. Like
Sure.
I have driver's license,
Date of
pictures
birth, hair color. Do you have an 8-inch
Yeah.
dick?
Well,
This penis size.
Only the important questions.
So
no, but like you have to be really careful in that shit because like there are weirdos.
of course.
So you go over to this 19-year-old's house. He's a good-looking guy. How does that go down? Convenience. Okay. Why do you think he was ordering you? Do you think he just gets off on the lack of emotional connection?
He
the
has
simplicity?
the money to do so and
Right.
convenience.
Convenience, right?
Like
he didn't want to
think about it. Like you have to go out and like go and like.
Well, I don't have to go out. I look into my Instagram
Whatever.
direct messages. The girl's on her way, baby.
You're like they're already in my DMs.
Not a year ago.
But
Ugly
like,
ones.
Sorry, other people, have to like go out to like a bar
Sure.
or something, like finesse a girl and
Sure.
try to like get with her, but it might not always work out, and it's just like a whole process. But what if you just like order the girl right there, right now? Like,
mean, there's a reason why it's been around for so long. This profession, of course.
Does Brooks ever stand outside the door and play security guard?
Yeah, it's my new.
I should do that.
Has that happened?
I don't care.
Don't do that, Brooks.
I would
You'll be the bitch officially when that
First of
happens.
all, nobody manages me, so
Gotcha.
She handles her own business very well.
she's very adamant about that.
We were talking earlier. Is a condom involved in every like hand job, blowjob, sex? Do you ever go without the condom in any of the three? How does that work?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
You know, like, okay, so I have, like, on occasions, you know, allowed differently, but usually it's kind of fucked up, but, like, I'll, like, base it off of how often I think that person gets laid.
Gotcha.
What about the 19-year-old?
And they ask me specifically, otherwise, obviously, I'm not gonna, like, you know, but,
It's honestly, if they're having sex with an escort without a condom, that's their problem. That's
Right.
my problem too now.
That's your problem. So, yeah.
I just think in general you could probably be like more less safe probably hitting up the people in your DMs. So,
Sure.
you know.
So I see what you're saying.
Less
so,
safe reputation-wise.
So sex without a condom, or just like blowjobs without a condom?
What about the
Or all-
19-year-old? Let's talk about him. Did you have sex with him without a condom?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
The 19-year-old raw dogged you. Was he a well-known?
All facts to me.
Sounds like he.
What did he do for a living? How did he have this kind of dough? Was he on his parents' allowance still?
I think he does fraud.
Oh.
He does fraud.
Because he lived in an apartment downtown that cost over $3,000 a month, and he could afford to pay me $900. So I asked him, and he said something like he.
It's a very
didn't
cynical
wanna,
conclusion to draw.
He didn't want to like say what he did, and then he was like, "Well, I do a little this and that," and I was like, "You're doing illegal shit."
Well, he might have a profession to protect. Trey Parker wasn't so careful, and he paid for it.
Maybe he's a day trader.
That up.
I do know people that used to hack bank accounts and funnel money to themselves.
Oh, there you go.
You're gonna get me in trouble.
I know.
Maybe he's a day trader.
I told the Chad story. I got it. That's why you should have been here.
It was supposed to be
earlier,
like
it's
something
really
like
your fault.
as like a funny story, but then like now it's like.
Chad got mad. Chad just. Yeah.
Well, he actually came to the bathroom and hugged me and apologized.
He was very.
Why was Chad upset that she was having sex with a South Park creator?
No, he wasn't mad about that. He just was he wasn't mad at her. He was.
Can you grab the mic when you talk?
He was mad at himself.
He wasn't mad at himself. He wasn't mad at her. He was mad at a symptom of a much larger problem, which is women taking advantage of poor men who are in a vulnerable position.
Well, I've
Which is
seen
what you
Trey
do for a
Parker's
living.
net worth. It's $300 million, according to some websites.
Oh, yeah,
he's
yeah,
loaded.
yeah. Oh yeah.
So that's not
What
really
what's the most someone's paid for an hour?
I mean, it depends on like what I'm like, you know, like asking for. So it's like I set the rate before we ever even like hang out.
Sure.
But like overnight though would be like $4,000 or $5,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
for the slumber party experience.
And do you cuddle? Is that usually what they want when you spend the night, or is it just a night of sex and cocaine? And
What if they want to make s'mores?
It's usually partying.
partying?
Yeah, but it could be just like actually the weirdest one that I had was this Chinese student from New York that didn't speak any English and didn't talk to me, you know.
Yep.
So immediately we just like hooked up, and I felt awkward because like I wasn't ready to go to sleep, and he just wanted to go to sleep and like cuddle. And then when we woke up, like he wanted to hook up again, and then that was it. Like, but I was like,
And
okay,
you
cool.
got tested the next day. You had the coronavirus.
We used condoms. But...
Well,
Is it sexually transmitted, Leo? We need to get that out there. Somebody tweet that.
I think it is sexually transmitted, and that was an Asian joke.
But that was just like, it was very,
Thank you,
just, I don't know. When somebody doesn't speak to you, like, I find that really fucking weird.
Yeah.
I was talking about having sex with a non-English speaking Chinese person earlier, so.
Really?
All right, so
Yeah, you didn't hear that?
I try to tune out everything you say most of the time.
let's
It's all right,
say
it's all right.
let's say a
filter
nice
is really
let's say a
not
6'3" guy that looks a lot like gentleman right here. Let's say he hits you up, right? He's asking for a rate. You know that he's a very popular YouTuber.
Subtract 2 inches off your ideal penis, though.
A little bit smaller. What are you charging him? Do you use the condom?
Yes,
What-
yes, and also the same rate as anybody else. It's no special fucking treatment.
No special treatment.
Baby,
And
baby.
You're using a condom with him.
I got a microphone.
You're using a condom.
I get free samples. Can I just put that out there?
Okay, so my work life is separate from like my personal sex life.
Okay.
I have always been kind of like a very sexual person, and I've had people ask me like, oh, because you're doing this, like, does it affect like, you know, your enjoyment with like your personal life? And like, no, if anything, I get bored as fuck, and then I'm like on fucking Tinder. And like looking for like the next person, you know, to like satisfy my whatever I needed at that moment.
Taylor, I'm sorry to rush anything along right now, but you mentioned satisfaction and the person you met on Tinder. Would you guys be willing to engage in any sexual activity off camera for the podcast so we can commentate on it?
Off camera while we commentate.
Totally up to you. Totally up to you guys.
I'll do it if you let me snort this rhino pill off you.
I don't see any harm in that.
I don't know, when we left Chad's the other day, is like, so when are we gonna do some like group sex? And I was like, well, you have to initiate it.
All right, it's initiated. Let me snort this rhino pill off you, and you suck my dick by that door off camera.
Don't speak so crudely.
If she blew you on the couch right there, the camera can't see
Ask
it.
her nicely.
It's got to be way off camera.
In her ear, whisper that you want her to use her mouth.
We could not even be doing it, but we will be.
And I want you.
You're not allowed to record it because you know.
Well, yeah, you're not. It's not going to be recorded because it would
Yeah.
kind of tarnish your. You know,
No, because it belongs to me at that point.
Exactly.
There's going to be no camera on you, that's for sure. We're going to commentate over here, but I'd prefer if you guys kept quiet. No moaning, no sounds. Keep it PG-13 for YouTube.
Oh, like a silent disco, but like.
Yes.
A silent disco, yeah, with the earphones and everything. That's
I don't
why
know what that is.
we're wearing the earphones.
Just moaning.
It's when you hear the music in the earphones and you're dancing around.
I like that. I've heard that described as an iPod party.
There, similar idea.
All right, let me snort this off of your stomach or something.
Okay.
No.
It's rhino pill. We're gonna snort it off your shoulder.
Sure.
I don't see any harm in this. This
Shoulder's
is
fine.
an over-the-counter gas station pill. Surely it's none of YouTube's business to crack down on it being ingested nasally.
Do you kinda wanna know how many people she slept with, Danny? I'm curious.
We should move it along, though.
All right.
Yeah.
That's a good question, though, while
Does
just getting
anyone
snorted
have a
off.
bill? Actually, do you have anyone?
Well, I have a little question. How many people would you say you've slept with?
Do you have a bill?
Taylor?
Anybody?
Bill?
Dollar bill?
In the over.
Yeah, I do.
1,000?
Over 1,000? Nice. She's in the 1,000 club.
Oh my god.
Congratulations, baby.
That's
You got-
awesome.
Add a zero to my number to get
more
there.
than all of us combined.
I was like the teenager that was sneaking out to like fuck like
Thank
probably
you.
like 20-something-year-olds that
Shit.
should not have been fucking me.
Uh-huh.
Gotcha.
Hold on.
It's illegal.
What's the most men you've had sex with in one day?
3.
Okay.
Honestly, that's a little pathetic.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Brooks is like, those are rookie numbers.
That's a 20. Nice, Austin.
Yeah, really well done.
less
dude.
likely
I haven't
that
seen
it's
this kind
been-
of money in years.
Uh-huh. Brooks has got a painting to complete before he can even see enough of this to pay his rent.
All right, the old rhino off the shoulder.
A classic move.
I'm like looking. I'm
Stay
like,
still,
sitting
Taylor.
So awkward.
Taylor, would you help Brooks out with his rent if you weren't able to make it this month?
Nobody's sugar mama. Like shit.
She's nobody's sugar mama.
Well, you make $900
She's
for an
a
hour.
college sugar mama. Oh, that burns.
Yeah, that doesn't mean that I'm gonna fucking be somebody's sugar mama.
But Brooks is kind enough to make love to you and not judge you for your nighttime activities.
I will say that it's very unusual for somebody to be like just like down for my lifestyle like that.
I think you found the perfect man.
I'm just into some weird shit, man. I really.
He's into it. I think he's
love
into it.
dude.
So you took the rhino pill. I hope that's fast acting.
I see marriage maybe between you two.
One of my friends actually, she's like pushing me. She's like, "Why don't you date Brooks?" And I'm like, "Shut the fuck
should.
up."
No, with the whole boyfriend
But-
girlfriend thing, that's just such a societal fucking piece. It's just so, dude.
It's a societal.
You guys are caught in
Yeah.
this fucking.
Yeah, we
Because
are.
your girlfriends control you and shit.
Yeah, a
That's
little
why
bit.
she's such a whore that I can just like. It's fine
Wow.
because like she can just do whatever.
Does my girlfriend
I'm
control
worried
me?
about.
I have a lot of
I'm a
freedom.
whore too.
Stupid.
You call me a whore too.
I reject
It's
that. All right, Brooks, can you and her
fine.
move over to this side of the room and do whatever you want to do?
Wait, what? Like you mean like right?
Yeah, that's where I'm going. Sit.
We're just gonna comment it like
Wait.
like it's gonna be like a play by play.
Okay, so wait, hold on, backtrack.
Yes,
I'm
Taylor.
getting nervous. I'm not fucked up enough for that.
Oh, no problem. We probably don't have time for her to get fully fucked up, and we're not going to make her do anything she doesn't want to do.
Well, it's
You know, we're all about consent here on the Danny Mullen channel.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
yeah. Well,
That would be kind of heavy right now. I can't really see a scenario by which
Yeah.
she's just sucking his dick right there.
It would be
Yeah.
it would be a change of pace to say the least.
It would be.
Can you turn the mic, Brooks?
It would be
Can you turn the
a
mic towards yourself?
Oh yeah,
quick
it would be a
change of
change
pace.
of pace to say the least.
It would be pretty gnarly.
Why don't you guys make out though? That would be. Can you guys get a little
because
kiss?
I was late getting here and I'm feeling comfortable because I really want to brush my teeth right now.
Did you come from a job directly, Taylor?
No, I just was at home, but like I
There's
was
mouthwash
hanging
in
out-
there.
No, I want to brush my fucking teeth.
Oh yeah, totally.
Love me at all. That's the. She doesn't
Oh.
like me.
No, I'm just very anal
You
about,
won't even
like,
suck my
personal
dick in front of my
hygiene.
friends?
Are you anal about anal?
No, I don't do anal.
So you are.
I don't do anal.
So you're anal about anal.
Yeah, I'm anal about anal. Like it's no.
Hearts.
Although I know
Brooks will
anal,
get it.
like I don't even know. So I was so obsessed with wanting to do anal until I had actually done it, and then I was just like, honestly, if you got a good vagina, it's just better. It's just naturally better, you know.
I mean, yeah.
I disagree.
I
Danny's
actually
into the anal.
Not that long ago, I had like some dude send me money to go to the Hustler store and buy a fucking strap-on and a $125 dildo to peg this dude that was like into it. But then when we like hung out again, I don't know. I couldn't do it. But I did stick my finger in his butt, so that was new for me. But
We're able to find his prostate.
You know, but I don't like getting fucked in my.
What about, would you
ass.
stick a finger up Brooks's ass over there right now?
Oh, I would.
You just have to promise me you'll wash your hands thoroughly before touching any doorknobs.
Well, his ass has to be washed thoroughly before.
That's not going to happen. You think we have time for a shower?
I took a shower before I came.
I don't even have a clean towel for myself, let alone one to give this guy.
Dude, come on. You fucked over 1,000 people. You're not gonna stick your finger in my ass in that corner right there for the homies.
Like I said, personal hygiene is still very important to me.
It's true.
Well, it's why she's undefeated.
Honestly, I'm so surprised I haven't gotten an STD from you yet. I really am.
Have you ever gotten an STD?
You might have
Like
asymptomatic
8 years ago,
syphilis.
8 years she had 8 years ago.
What did you have, darling?
I got chlamydia 8 years ago.
Nice.
I had chlamydia 4 years ago.
And the person that I got it from was like, I hadn't really been fucking anybody around that time. And this was like way before, you know, like the porn and everything. And this guy, I liked somebody, and this person, I tried really hard fucking and wouldn't fuck me. And when he finally did, it was like the day after I fucked the dude that gave me the chlamydia. And I was like, hey, by the way, like, you know, I'm sorry. And the other dude was like, well, oh, you know, I think I had that once, but, you know, you just go get, like, some antibiotics, and after a week, you'll be fine. I was like, all right, thanks.
Yeah, if anyone gave me chlamydia, I would like pound it, bro. Like this is the easiest thing to get.
And you would say bro because
Dude, I'm
Might be.
we know your habits.
I'm a really, like, actually, like, nice and very honest person, and if I had gotten something, I would tell, like, you know, somebody,
Yeah,
like...
the moment when I really fell for her was when she was like, so, have you ever been with a girl who's fucked a midget before?
Oh, wow.
Hey, Taylor, I'm sorry. You arrived a little late. I have an early bedtime. I got a lot of work to do. Would you mind wrapping up the show by showing your breasts?
No.
You wouldn't mind. You'd love
I'm
to.
saying, no, I'm not doing that.
Oh.
I mean,
You're not gonna show my friends your boobs?
There's an Instagram tag in it for you.
She does not want that.
Yeah, and like
She
my
has-
personal social media, I don't.
So
fucking-
yeah, she has you lost. I can't believe you deleted your Twitter. That was.
Oh yeah, that's right. When I met you guys, you were like, "Oh, like this would be good for your career." And I'm like,
Mm.
"What career?"
I'm afraid this is an unacceptable
we said that.
answer.
That's our normal line. We
gonna-
usually do say that.
I'm going to need you to take your top off, Taylor.
Jesus, you. What are you, a producer?
Wait a
You're a
minute,
porn
I thought
producer
the
now?
Dan- I
This
thought
is
the Dan-
Is this
this isn't the casting
Yeah,
couch, Danny.
that does look like the casting couch. At least
This
one
looks like a
iteration of
casting
it. It
couch.
does,
Listen,
yeah.
Yeah, I feel like
It's-
I'm not that thirsty.
Little did
like-
she know when she came in, she was going to have someone snort a rhino pull off of her.
I much prefer you stick your finger right up Brooks's ass.
Me too. Like,
All right, yeah.
masturbates from the corner. And I will.
Oh yeah, he will. He'll
I'll do
masturbate. Yeah.
anything. I literally don't care. I'm so empty at this point.
Brooks, you want to show your dick?
You want me to pull my dick out for?
No, why not?
Jesus.
I'll settle for whatever I can right now.
I'm not even fucking. I mean,
Here he goes.
It's just one more thing for me to edit.
pull out my fucking.
Don't move around too much.
Yeah, that-
The mosaic function's hard
I
to
think
track.
you guys are just making
If you
it
stand like
so
right in
intense.
front of, or
Are
unless you're
we
trying
too
to miss the
intense? Yeah,
camera.
I'm sorry. We didn't have enough time to get everything.
Enjoy this one for later.
Let me see this. Brooks. So that's bigger than Austin's limp pee-pee. And by his calculation...
That's not true.
Yeah, it is. Austin says he's got an 8-inch penis, so you must have a 9 or 10, Brooks, by that math.
I've told you that the penis size fluctuates, and
I mean,
sometimes
we have
I'll have
good
a really
sex,
big
so-
soft dick.
sometimes
It
there's a lot
fluctuates
of
from 5
testosterone.
inches to outright lies.
No, sometimes my dick will get down to like 1 inch if I'm in like really cold water and shit.
It's a little smaller today, but
You pulled out a measuring tape when you were in really cold water?
You know, like after you fuck a chick and then your dick's like slowly going from like boner to soft, and
I
then you got that
understand.
rock on soft, and you're like, yeah, I got a big dick right now.
It's like the moon. It has cycles.
Yeah.
All right, guys. This was a tremendous podcast,
This is a great
I think.
podcast.
I think it's good. We might have promised some viewers there was going to be a corner of the room blowjob, but you know what? I got to go to bed.
Life happens, man.
And Taylor didn't want to, more importantly.
Well, you know,
and we're all about women's choice.
I was not pre-warned about that expectation.
no one was pre-warned about it.
The
Most
fuck,
of the things that they
You're supposed to tell her she wasn't welcome unless she was sucking dick.
You're right. I really let you guys down. I let down the entire Danny Mullen fan base. So,
No, you guys
Sorry.
didn't. Thank you. You were great. You guys were great content. Thank you so much for coming out and
this is a good, I like
and
the
sharing
good cop,
stories.
bad cop sort of thing going on. It's a good dynamic.
Thank you so much, and you know, and very good luck with your profession. I hope that you get a lot of guys paying lots of money, and you maintain your relationship with Brooks as well because he's a great guy.
And if you're listening from home now, I would highly recommend checking out that the back catalog of Taylor Reid on Pornhub, or pay for it on. Let me just give my personal recommendation. There's the
She
male
sucks
hackers.
like a dick.
Well, she does suck a dick, but the when she will do it, it's just. But yeah, no, there's actually this one hacker video. Type in Taylor Reid hackers, and the male hackers versus the female hackers.
It's good stuff?
It's good stuff, man. I mean, the character development is what
character
really
development.
it
Nice.
keeps you around. Yeah, it keeps you around.
Dialogue
And just know, audience, every time you come to one of Taylor's videos, Brooks loses a little piece of his soul.
No, actually, I
think he
like that.
gains.
In fact, I think that there's far too little cum shots on your face online. I've
He's
been
got
meaning to say-
criticism on the contrary.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're wrapping it. Good show.